dust and turned me into such. All you granted me was lust. And what I seemed to have grown was lust. Are you displeased? Are you angry? Man, mighty not. Angels' wings have been bruised every string. Those who break to blood are so fiends in vain. So believe in me and let time your leader today. Run! So speak for me, little sister. Wanna leave you for another mister. Leave you in a pool of water. The water is my alma mater.
And we're good.
Alright, without further ado, welcome back everyone to our next episode of Here Be Dragons. And without further ado, who would like to give a recap of last session?
Alright.
Ruford, you volunteered.
Jump at once.
You volunteered.
I didn't volunteer.
You said I could make the recap.
I said I could. I didn't say I was going to.
You want to rock, paper, scissors
said,
for it?
he said, sure, let's rock, paper, scissors, go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, it's
I put up
you.
scissors.
You have to
I
draw.
also put
You have to
scissors.
draw on the screen on
I
the
also put
roll
scissors.
20.
Please don't draw on the roll 20 again. Do not invite Rupert to do that. The penguin
if you
still
did.
exists.
I can give the recap. I do not mind.
Okay.
Okay. So we had last session. We began by just getting away from our dragon, half dragon, fucker. The meanie head. The Ember Lord. And now we're headed to the mayor's house. We're kind of booking it. Well, we have a moment. Corvus talks to Calico, and Sapphire's got a book. And it's written in Draconic and Infernal, and it's a spell book, but it's a funky spell book.
It's weird. It's a very weird
Not
spell.
written correctly. Yeah. Cheese mentions to Corvus that she saw him use magic, and she's very proud of him. We get to the mayor's house. All of the windows are boarded, and both of the guards outside are very dead. And there's a box outside the front door with 5 potions of healing. What a coincidence! There are 5 party members. I can't remember who all used them and who all saved them. I'm pretty sure I used mine.
You were at like, no, you didn't. You were at 12 health. I don't think you did.
I can't remember. Whatever. And then we step inside, and it's this giant room that you see in front of you now. And there's this nobleman that walks out, and he is not acting normally. Something is weird. He's talking, kind of stilted. And then we kind of get a little closer, and he turns out to not be very nice. He's actually a robot. And then we get into combat. We fight for a bit. Cheese dies.
She got better though.
Yeah, we fight for a bit longer. And then Liari, last ditch effort, sort of in like a denial of seeing the fact that she's died, reached out. What spell did you use?
Didn't use a spell.
It's a racial trait.
What'd you use?
It's lay
A
on hands.
special thing no one knows
Lay on
about.
hands pool. special
No,
thing?
it's not lay on
No,
hands
it-
pool.
It's healing
it is
hands.
just
It's healing
It-
It's
hands.
just
no. It's on D&D Beyond. It's called lay on hands.
Is it called
Oh,
lay on
okay, it's
hands?
just
I thought.
lay on
Yes.
hand.
Yeah,
it's
it
it's
is.
lay on
That's
hands,
not
and it is
confusing
a
at all.
it is a HP heal equal to my level.
Ah.
Interesting.
So Liari used his racial ability lay on hands, which is not confusing at all.
No, it's not
Um,
confusing at all. I swear.
And magic, we rolled, or Knight rolled, I suppose, and magic happened, and both of them are unconscious, but Cheese and Liari are both alive. I believe that it was Sapphire who got the final blow on the robot. He's now dying. He's robot's dead, and that's where we ended the session. I did it! Yay!
Yay! I'm proud of you.
All right.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm not.
So then, getting back into it, Cheese, we will start with you.
Oh no.
So as you begin to hear the light and the sound and pretty much the world fade from around you, you begin to just see black. Everything is slowly replaced by black and the absence of what was there before. Eventually, however, you are brought to you're brought back to reality with a start, although not as someone in control, as only an observer. You find yourself in a brilliantly stunning room, the walls of which look like they have just been almost grown into existence. They kind of look like wood, but not like any wood you've ever seen. Wood's not supposed to sparkle, not with that many colors. And it's certainly not supposed to emit light, but it is. Outside in the window, you just see a very stunning night sky. Suddenly, you hear a knock come from the other side of the room, turning to see a door, which sorry, caught in my throat. As you turn to see the door, you hear from yourself. You may enter. After which the door opens, and a very small, almost looking like kind of like a gnome, but not quite. Gnomes aren't supposed to have. You're not sure how you would describe those eyes. Maybe like a cat's, and they're certainly not supposed to have butterfly wings. That's very much not normal, to your knowledge, anyway. You could be wrong. Cheese hasn't exactly met many gnomes, so it's a possibility. But the old fellow hobbles in with his cane. The cane actually sort of wriggles and writhes. It looks more like a spider leg.
My lady, are you certain you must endure this journey?
And you feel yourself respond to him. Yes, I'm certain that I must.
Do be careful, my lady. I know I do not need to make myself clear how I feel about it.
No, you certainly do not. And I certainly do not either.
As you wish, my lady. Your guide shall arrive momentarily.
And you see the world begin to fade away once again. As you start to hear some more familiar sounds off in the distance. Although as you do so, a very tall, very pale-looking man does step through the doors in front of you, removing his hood to reveal a very pale-looking, what you're certain is an elf. It looks correctly, but elves' eyes don't reflect what's in front of them back at you. And his certainly do. Liari.
Yes.
As you begin to feel so much of the weave just funnel through your body, more than you can honestly comprehend. You should not be able, as I've said before, you shouldn't have been able to do that. You see the vision fade from your sight. Instead of fading to black, it's slowly overtaken by a piercing and staunch white. And this deafening ringing noise, which subsides all at once with a clang. As you open your eyes to find yourself lying on the ground, about you scurry dozens of imps. The area around you looks like not necessarily regal, not necessarily dark, very functional, very utilitarian, and there's a lot of fire. You hear the pounding of hammers as steel begins to be forged by these massive devils. The imps begin scurrying around, and you feel yourself bound on the ground as they begin to chitter in excitement seeing that you're awake. One of them running off, the others all scattering off to the sides, and you hear the moving of tools and equipment as they do. As before you really have a chance to grasp what's going on, stepping into the room in front of you is a very large and very mean looking old devil. Takes a few striding steps into the room with the imp sort of chittering at his boots he doesn't seem to pay the imp much attention. Instead, only looking down at you with a brief smile across his lips. A smile that you know somewhere deep down. Beyond just the fact that a devil's smile is never good. This is not a smile that both means you anything pleasant. And sure enough, just as that thought enters your mind, you hear a whirring sound as several sharp pains are bored into one of your legs. And at that moment, the world begins to go red. And once the only thing left is red, no sound, no feeling, no nothing, only this intense red. It suddenly shuts off back to black. Everyone else, you have 2 party members on the ground, a burning construct. What do you do now?
Mm.
Well, Larry's Edward Elric now.
I'm not short. Fuck you.
No,
Yes.
but you're losing a leg. I would like the healing potion cheese.
On a medicine check.
Okay.
When you go to
So-
to do the healing potion, Lessla will hold her hand out and says, "You should. Magic is in the air. Hold off on the potion for now." And she is. There's very much coldness to her voice that's not usually there. She's usually very haughty when she speaks.
All right.
And
Out of curiosity, is anyone paying attention to anything else besides down Cheese and Liari?
I mean, once people are looking over her and I'm like told not to potion her quite yet, I will look towards the others because like that's been silent over there and Boy's way over there.
And what was that, Ruford?
Just trying to do just trying to check to see if both of them are okay.
Okay. So you use detect magic, is that what I'm hearing?
No, I was going to medicine check.
Medicine check.
I don't
Okay.
know what's going on.
I don't think he knows detect magic.
I can do it sometime.
yeah.
Medicine.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll a medicine check. Okay. So,
Corvus is sure that he saw Jesus. Jesus. Fuck.
yeah,
Cheese was dead.
Corvus, as far as you can tell, Liari just seems to be this seems to be shock. Like there is too much of something happening at once to the system, and he just couldn't take it.
Right?
So whatever he did too much of it.
I will, because I assume it was magic, not necessarily knowing. Like I know how to handle. Oh, this, and this, you did this. So Corvus will just lay him flat on his back and spread his arms out, hoping that whatever will like just fuse out.
Okay.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Where
As for
was her?
Cheese,
Where was her stab wound?
on the neck.
He would check the neck.
It's still there, but it's stopped bleeding. It has been healed enough to where it is no longer a like awful lethal wound. But it is still
Also-
it's definitely going to leave a scar.
I will just pull out one of my bandages that I have. We'll wrap it around the.
Okay. You can kind of do it to where it's mostly like you wrap it around there and sort of under her arm. It's a
Yeah.
little bit awkward to do, but you can get it done.
And I will lay her in a recovery position. She can
Mhm.
breathe.
As for you, Sapphire,
Mm-hmm.
you see a very concerned Lara and Boy just kind of held on either side of Sindris, who's dropped to the ground on her hands and knees.
Okay, going. That's concerning. I know I haven't interacted with her much, but like, oh, that's concerning. what appears to be is like she in shock? Is she scared? What's going on?
She's just on the ground, just breathing very heavily.
Gonna put a gentle hand on her shoulder, not say anything, just hoping it's
Roll
comforting.
me a perception check, Sapphire.
All right. Oh, that was not meant to be an advantage. I forgot to take that off last time.
I'll give it to you this time. But your next roll's at disadvantage, and for what you're about to see.
Understandable.
So as you go and sort of reach forward to see what's going on, you feel something hit your hand. You see a single drop of red.
Where is she bleeding from?
She's not bleeding. You didn't even get to her yet.
Shadow, I hate you. I'm looking up.
Looking up is what looks like it was once a body of one of the cultists. But it has now been like charred and scorched with these snaking lines that go across the whole of the body. It's looking down at you with this just expression of just horror and pain on its face. It is currently suspended from the ceiling.
It's definitely dead, right?
Very dead.
Okay.
Probably been dead a while, judging
Okay.
by the state it's in.
Wisdom save?
Okay. Okay.
What was that?
I said wisdom save because there's no like fear system in this game.
No,
There is, but it's optional.
there's none of that.
I'm just gonna carefully help Cinder's up and move her over away from the corpse leaking blood. How is that still leaking blood if it's been there for days? I don't want to know. I'm not asking it. I'm just gonna help her move her away from any and all bodies on the fucking ceiling.
You can probably guess that it wasn't just blood, based on the smell you're now starting to get a whiff of.
I just ate food. Do not.
Yeah, you kind of escort her off to the side, and
Yeah.
Boy and Mara go as well.
Yeah, it's a good thing Sapphire probably hasn't eaten a lot today, but still, that's the sight, the smell. What the fuck? It's one of those things where like I want to keep an eye on her to comfort her, but like the horror makes me keep like looking back at it, like why, how, what, huh?
It is also only the one up there.
Okay, so you did let me look around the whole ceiling and just see that one.
Yeah, that's the only one you see. I would
Okay.
assume that Sapphire would check for more.
Oh yes, undoubtedly, yes. It's like okay. Just gonna silently pat her back because Sapphire was gonna say words of comfort, but they have all died in her throat after seeing that. It's just like, It's gonna be a while until she can actually
get
find
it.
her voice to call to these guys. Be like,
I mean, so while Sapphire's finding her voice, everyone else, mainly Lessla and Corvus, also this thing is still burning next to you.
Yeah, no.
I figured that Lessla would handle that.
Lesla's making it burn.
I figured.
it will be ashes soon enough.
Like you can like
With
Ruford.
the dust in this room and the carpet, I was like, this place is highly flammable. With all that stuff. So like, I just imagined Lessla was dealing with that.
Yeah, no.
You don't want a dust explosion. You don't want dust.
I moved the fire over to it, so yeah, no. You can see the magic circle coming out of Lesla's hand pointed at the fire, just keeping it contained in that spot until there's nothing left.
Looks like it's metal, so the fire might not get hot enough.
It might not.
I think it was like a brass.
Brass has a very low melting point.
How hot can a firebolt's flame get? Enough to distort,
God.
probably.
Anyway.
It's there until we move on.
How? Once I'm done with those two, I'll make sure that I'll like glance up at Lessla, see if she look, because she's probably relatively okay comparatively.
Comparatively to everyone else, I've been hit once today.
I mean, yeah.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
They. Don't suppose there's anything which is magical poison.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that because you're a little quiet?
Alright, it's the voice. Don't suppose there's anything like magic poisoning.
Actually, is magic poisoning a thing? I know that there is such a thing as magic overload.
That would be the closest thing. Outside of very, very few exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
And any of those exceptions would require an outside influence. And very continuous use of it. They don't have symptoms like this.
Whatever this is, as she's keeping the flames under control. More than likely, it's only temporary. They should be fine to give a potion.
This
Before
one pokes to the Liara's form.
he should be fine. I would. Excuse me, and she leans down and reaches into Cheese's pack and pulls out the healing flower. Before you test it with the potion, use this. It's a.
Would I know what it is? Because I have proficiency in herbalism.
Roll me a check.
Intelligence, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I said it's query, so I check everything.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure on.
Yeah, 20.
Okay.
Nice.
You've not encountered this specific herb before, but you know herbs in the family. This is...
Probably had to use a few painkillers.
Yeah,
and
no,
stuff.
you definitely have. As I said, I can't give you the exact name of it. You've just never been to where it grows.
Yeah.
But it is in the same family as herbs that you're very familiar with.
Like painkilling plants, things like that.
Yes, this is more than a painkiller. This is one that actually does promote healing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would I
what's that?
be able to
Certain types of mosses are the closest thing. Lichen and such are the closest thing.
Yeah, I think I imagine. Would I be able to, with that check, let it so like it does half the
Yes.
healing to each?
I was
person?
actually just getting to that. Yes, with
Okay.
that check, you absolutely can do that.
All right. I will do that then.
Yeah.
So
Not
it
only
says
that,
half.
they are both going to heal the maximum. So basically, you're both going to be at 2 HP.
Well, just takes the flower, pulls out his herbalism kit because I have a herbalism kit. I got background. I begin doing some shenanigans, and then just
Yeah, out of character, the reason why Lessla suggested that is because she doesn't know if the magic in a healing potion would.
No, that's
worsen
why
his back.
Corvus asked.
Yeah,
That's why Corvus asked you, because you might know better than he would.
yeah,
She didn't want to give someone more magic in their bodies.
Yeah, exactly.
by it.
That's why she recommended using
I went
the
to the
herb.
person who clearly knows magic.
Like even without knowing, experimentation would say don't use something that is outright magical to heal them.
Yeah, so I'll administer that to them. Almost like, actually quite, because Corvus is usually a very ridiculous person, but there's almost this gentleness to him as he gets this down to the system.
Mm-hmm. So, Liari and Cheese, you both begin to rise with this sort of bitter taste in your mouth. It's not bad bitter, but it's not good bitter either. It's just kind of bitter. But after a
Mm.
moment, once the thing fully does, yeah, so your senses do fully come back to you, and you are aroused.
That's a bit
Not in
weird.
that way.
Hmm.
Not in that way.
Ah.
It's the correct.
I
No,
remember
it
who
was
I-
the correct word.
It
was
is the correct
remember who
word.
I was
It
talking
is the
to.
correct word. I will give
guys
him
put
We
your
are
that.
all
mind on the
4-year-olds
gutter.
at heart.
It was
Or,
yeah, it
we're
was the
all
correct word, but
13-year-olds
then I
at
remembered
heart.
who I was talking to.
It's particularly night.
Yep.
Poor choice of words, Batman.
I mean, at least I can keep it quiet. I just did the eyes emoji in real life. That was it.
Uh, the stream saw my reaction in real time.
Hmm.
Oh no. Anyway, you're both awake.
She sits up, probably way too fast for her health.
Corvus put a hand on it.
What? Oh. It's gone now. That's nice to know.
Ari just looks at the automata thing. Looks
It's a
back.
palace flag now.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Looks back. Well, I missed the most eventful part. Anyone care to fill me in? And he's gonna start standing up as if nothing happened.
The,
Your legs are
Only
still
a
shaky a
quickly.
little bit, but
It's
quickly.
fine. It's fine. I'll just stand up. I'm sure nothing wrong happened to my legs.
If you stand up too
No, they're
quickly,
still
Corvus,
there.
Corvus will stand, still having his hand on Cheese, like sort of as a support, and will grab Liari's arm. Well, you can choose
as
to. Okay.
as the two are standing up, Lessla simply says, "This machination no longer functions."
I don't think you can call it much of anything more than a pile anymore.
Liari's
Cheese
still
is like-
kind of, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Fuck you. Cheese hasn't stood up yet. She just like sat up way
Okay,
too
yeah.
fast.
He's still like, and Corvus still has his hand on your shoulder, just not like a firm grip, like a gentle. Just make sure you're okay.
Yeah. She's thankfully puts her own hand over his for a moment before immediately looking to Lessla with, I mean, because she is still very scared. She's like panting and trying to get a grip back on reality.
Lessla will kneel down and put her own hand on Cheese and says, "You're fine now. It is time to stand."
All right, all right.
Corvus, seeing her try to stand, will take his hand from her shoulder and hook it under the arm, so that she has.
Cheese stands up, kind of shaky. And she holds on to Corvus and Lessla as she's standing up, and her little deer legs are a little bit trembly, and she tries to, after a bit though, not necessarily shove either of you off, but kind of stand on her own. She's gonna try and stand on her own. She's gonna use her staff to keep her upright.
No, I won't. You won't, if that's what you want to do, Corvus won't fight you on it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you are steady before. Because the last thing you want is to do a fall and hit your head.
Yeah.
Take 2
She's-
bludgeoning
she's-
damage.
At 6'4", you'd probably take 2 bludgeoning damage. Yeah.
Actually, technically speaking, falling 5 feet is a d6 of health.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Thank you, Corvus. And Lady Silverster.
her hand kind of goes to her neck, and she feels the bandage on it, and still, what I would assume is still maybe a little bit of pain.
I didn't mean to alarm. I think I just blacked out for a little bit. I think I might have hit my head whenever I fell.
And she's still got that cheese smile.
Yeah. Lessla, after you had shook, lightly shook them off, she did grab the tail of your sleeve for just a moment before letting go, and nods and says, "Yes, that is all. You are perfectly fine now."
Yeah. I'm okay. There's you three. Where's the other one?
And she's gonna look over and she's gonna look for Sapphire.
Are you still looking up Sapphire?
I'm straining to not look up is what's happening. I'm like keeping an eye on Syndrus, making sure she's okay, gently rubbing and patting her back, helping her to comfort her, focusing on that, glancing over at you up to the ceiling, back to you folks, and go, you guys, you got back. No. She doesn't want to look at it, but she wants to look at it. Because, like,
she's gonna. Yeah, she's gonna look up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a corpse dangling from the ceiling.
What little color cheese had on her face is now gone again.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
also
Sapphire is
very
yeah.
clearly the corpse of a cultist, and its head is positioned in such a way as to where it looks down.
Lessla, seeing that, because can't always be nice, will simply say is, well, it's not the worst decoration I've ever seen.
It's almost a humorless grunt from Corvus. Not like that was bad to say, but almost like that's not incorrect. But he seeing Cheese go pale, he just puts his hand on the back. He basically is like, all right, she's in such a bad way now, I can't risk her being any worse here, and that's gonna fuck up even my wrong stomach. So yeah, he just takes Cheese's arm very slowly so she knows what's going on and just hooks it around.
She's like kind of places her hand over his as a sort of comfort.
But that's
Is everybody okay?
Everyone is physically fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have to do this, but like, Corvus is also like after her comment, I have to incite Lessla because a 17-year-old child should not have that reaction to a mangled corpse.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I have to. I'm sorry. I can't just let that slide.
Go
Great
ahead.
If she was like a 30-year-old,
I will let the both of you determine how that should go.
okay.
Sapphire's too busy forcing herself to not be sick to even hear what Lessla said. So
Yeah. I'll let the two of you determine how that one goes.
Yeah,
Well, they're
obviously.
figuring out their
Roll
roles.
insight and you
Yeah, you
Go ahead.
just
I
roll
wisdom that.
inside and I'll tell you what you know.
Alright. The roll.
I don't know what's harder to interpret, the low insight or the high insight. So
You just
yes,
say as simple as it seems unreadable.
yeah, no, it's you're kind of looking at her from the back, so you can't really tell what her what she's thinking by looking at her. Though from her body language, she doesn't seem perturbed by the dead body.
I will S. And interpretation. Either shock or the family took her hunting a lot as a child. That's the two best things I can. I don't want to assume that she's used her magic to mangle a corpse. That would be bad. If I roll a nat 1, that's what I would interpret. If I rolled a 10.
If you roll that one, she is a hardened serial killer.
Yeah, exactly. This is a put decoration.
Lessla was the one that
Told-
did this.
Yeah, she did this.
Anyway,
Alright.
Cheese is gonna start making her way over to Sapphire, Cindrus, and Laura. It's a slow and shaky and trembly walk, but whenever she gets there, immediately she like puts her hand on Sapphire's back.
Yeah.
Sapphire, still at a loss for words, just kind of nods and
And
thanks.
still
'cause
never
just-
knew that she's died.
She will be forever blissfully ignorant.
If those ones are all sitting down, 'cause I'm guessing all 4 of, at least 3 of them, or he might be standing, but the 3 of them are sitting down.
Zarfea definitely is. Lara is kind of like crouched down, not quite sitting down, but low enough to be kind of at eye level with her.
The dead
My
body
weight is
like
on the
crouch.
pillar.
I will try to encourage Cheese to sit down as well. Not forcefully, just try to encourage it.
Cheese will go ahead and sit, and she's gonna grab the cloak of bellowing out of her pack, and she's gonna put it on kind of as like a safety blanket. And immediately the first thing she does is try and like awkwardly kind of cover up the bandage.
Okay. Yeah. As for what you see from, I won't speak for Sapphire, but from Lara and Zarfea. Lara definitely does not. She seems like she has maybe forced herself not to vomit. That queasy expression, that definitely is on her face, but she's fighting it back because there's something more important to deal with now. Zarfea looks far worse.
Mhm.
You can see her hands kind of trembling a little bit as she rests them on her knees, and she has just sort of this blank 1,000-yard stare as you can see sweat dripping off of her forehead.
Lessla,
Cool.
sort of.
If you want any more than that, it'll be a check.
Okay.
And I will say Sapphire is pale and looking similar to Lara, because
I-
just
Guess I will insight Zarfea to see what the cause of emotion. It's
I'll-
hard.
I'll
I
I'm
just-
willing to
join.
bet it's the cultist on the
You want to try
ceiling.
and get more out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and make the same check as well?
You may both make this insight check. Yes.
Be...
Anyone who is over here and would like to
Well,
will make the check.
Well,
I didn't mean to
It-
roll. Okay. Oh, never
He did
mind. I
it.
didn't. I'm just stupid.
Sophia did this.
Okay.
With guilty
Um,
conscience.
Corvus.
I don't know where the second roll came from. I apologize. Please ignore it. It's the first one. I rolled an 11.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah,
So this is-
Corvus, as your I'll get to you in a minute, Corvus.
Zarfea is a hardened serial killer. This is her lying.
Cheese and Lessla, something has definitely disturbed her. Though, from what you know about her, just from the short time knowing her, it's almost certainly not that cultist. There is something else happened to provoke that kind of reaction from her. Before we go on, as for Corvus, you looking at her, you are just reminded of a very similar face from another young woman from a very, very long time ago. And that's all that that suddenly overwhelms your thoughts. The events of that night so many years ago.
Hey, Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
We found an image of Zarfea's brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lessla is gonna just quickly pull that piece of paper out and examine the face of the picture, and
It's not the cultist.
No, not the cultist. The machine
The
skin.
automata.
The automata skin.
The robot.
No,
Okay.
Okay.
no, definitely
Nook,
not.
good call.
Okay.
Good call.
I just needed
That's
to make
what I was
sure.
wondering.
I just needed to make sure. Okay, so
Mhm.
she's going to put that away, and then look to Zarfea and say, "Is everything all right? Are you able to continue?"
Be fine. I just need a moment.
She's still getting back rubs and pats from Sapphire. It's just
He
like
doesn't seem to notice.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
Lara sort of scooches a little bit closer, sort of in between her and Boy. Uh, I'll be willing to stay with her if you all want to continue.
Maybe not stay
We
here.
have to keep going.
Corvus will reach into his bag and pull out a blanket I carry.
Mm-hmm.
It's a warm winter blanket. He puts it over, almost like gripping Lara's shoulder. He's doing it and pulls her in closer to Syndra's, and this is the blanket around the both of them to keep each other safe. Back shortly.
Zarfea doesn't say anything or really react. Lara gives you like a very grateful look, but doesn't say anything.
Lessla will after he does that will say is, if anything that is not us comes into here, you are to escape. You cannot be useful to anyone if you die futilely. Yeah, that's a weird word to say.
Hey Liari, are you still back up here? Or if you just not moved the token?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay up there. Liari,
Roll me a perception check.
oh, okay.
that's
Let
not
me
concerning.
find my
Well,
perception.
at least he has a decent
Um,
perception.
Say that when they
No.
roll.
You
I will say-
hear some noise coming from behind this door, like someone just dropped some silverware. Only a few pieces, but that's definitely what it sounded like.
Open the door, Mr. GM man.
Okay. So, Liari,
Mm-hmm.
you open the door, and, well, this is what you see behind the door.
Oh.
Is he,
Hey,
oh.
there he
Hey,
is.
Look, there he is.
Okay.
So, this man is very dead. The knife sticking right out from between his eyes, very much indicates that, he probably didn't have time to feel a thing. Meanwhile, over here, this fellow is sort of draped over the counter, as this guy stands with his back to you, reading through a booklet that it looks like he's taken off of this man.
We know that guy. What's his name? Where's my
Otzel.
Fox.
yeah,
Otzel.
that's Otzel.
Oh,
O-T-Z-U-L.
You just
O-T-Z-E-L.
getting closer, Liari,
Mm-hmm.
without saying
No
anything
thank-
to him.
I'm gonna lean over his shoulder.
Oh, Jesus,
and
you're
I'll
gonna
say,
die.
What you reading?
This is how you die.
So you lean over his shoulder, say, "What you reading?" No, just something I found off of it. And nothing to be worried about. It doesn't have anything that I'm after anyway. Oh, you are not looking good there, friend. He finally turns around to look at you.
I'm fine, probably.
I don't think you are.
Look at me, best shape of my life. Never been better. It's fine. It's probably fine.
Well, if the best shape of your life includes some holes in it, maybe look a bit better.
Listen, the big dragon dude, guy with the he had an axe, didn't he?
A great sword.
He had a
Oh, you a
sword.
great sword. Okay. The big Dragonborn dude with the great sword. He hurt a little bit, just a smidge. Nothing my amazing swordsmanship couldn't handle. I assure you, I was more than his match. He was a slight challenge. It's fine.
Ah, well, I'm glad to hear it. And I hope Mr. Mayor out there didn't give you too much trouble. I didn't exactly have time to turn him off.
He was literally a He was literally a puppet. Literally a puppet man.
What do you mean turn him off? You could do that?
Well, apparently says so in this book. Only trouble is, I'm not quite sure what they mean by some of the, we'll say cult lingo in here. They didn't exactly brief me on some of that when I was skulking around.
I see.
So until I can learn what the resonance crystal is, shutting him off will prove to be a bit of a challenge. But, hey, seems like you dealt with it pretty well.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he has a resonance crystal anymore.
Probably in the head.
Well, then that's the problem solved.
Well, best of luck to you, I guess.
Oh, well, thank you very much, friend. He holds out a hand for a shake.
I'll shake his hand, sure.
He gives it one very firm, vigorous shake. It hurts a little bit.
Take 1 damage, go down immediately.
No.
Best shape of my life.
That shit my life dies from
Well,
a handshake.
Peak human physical performance right here.
I think I found all I'm going to in this room. And, well, this is the only one they didn't really let me have any access to, so unless you all have any objections, I'm gonna get out of here before anyone who might have some more questions for me shows up. Trying to explain that you infiltrated a cult of your own volition without any consent from your own government or anyone else's. It didn't alert any authorities when they started doing things in their domain. Not exactly a look I want. Not exactly a situation I want to have to explain either.
I mean, as one does.
Well, then, when I write my ballads of this, I will try to keep you anonymous? I can't promise anything.
Friend, that is much appreciated.
I cannot promise anything if your name rhymes with something, though.
Ah, well, what can you do? A good rhyme is hard to come by.
Let's give me a second.
He comes up with a rhyme immediately.
Well, off I go back to here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta add it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he kind of saunters on out of the room after you.
Just imagining that man fucking sauntering.
You can hear him whistling. He gives you all a wave as he walks towards the door, unless you stop.
He waves back.
I will.
Can I have that pendant back?
Oh, I already lost it. So sorry.
That's a lie.
Corvus.
Check that shit.
I don't even need an insight check to know that's a lie.
Just to be certain, can I?
You can. While Cheese is doing that, Corvus, what are you doing?
Just approach him casually.
Mhm.
But do I loom or do I have any kind of a height advantage to this? I don't even know if I need to bend down.
He's fairly tall. He's a bit taller than you are, but he's also pretty scrawny.
Okay, I'll just aim to go. I'm gonna head up there, ain't yours.
Point to the thing above. Do you
Don't
point to the
point.
corpse above?
I don't point. I use my eyes because I don't want to draw attention to
Mhm.
to him.
Oh, that? Not really sure why they hung that up there. But no, I certainly don't have the power to zap someone quite like that. My talents are a bit more delicate. He sort of pulls out and runs a small letter opener through his fingers, much like one would a pen.
Yeah.
And then makes it vanish.
I will connect with the conversation awkwardly and then walk.
Yeah, if no one stops him, he'll leave through the front door.
Mhm.
Cheese, as the result for your insight, he remains as unreadable as ever.
I want it back. We'll continue our game later.
Chase, I
Anyway.
think I have something else for you.
Hmm?
Instead, and she will dig around, like she is forcing herself to look further away from the thing, and instead she will dig out the ring of protection from her bag and hand it to
Undisclosed
Cheese.
ring.
Yeah, the ring, just to kind of satisfy Cheese and her, kleptomaniacy of taking precious things, and I will give it to Cheese and say, "Happy birthday."
What's
what?
a birthday?
What is that?
Look, Aaron and I had this discussion already.
I don't know what that means, but thank you.
You don't know? Okay, a birthday is when the day you were born, and people typically celebrate that. I don't know when your birthday is, so
It's
happy
Eldercrow.
birthday ring.
That's
Here you go.
something people are supposed to celebrate.
Eldercrow. With as much as this conversation, ass and all, I'd rather not do.
Look, I'm just trying to take my mind off of things.
Oh, that reminds me. And Lessla, going to the direction that Oxel, whatever the fuck his name is, came from, is going to start.
Oxel.
Yeah, Oxel. Whatever.
This is very clearly a kitchen.
Yeah, I'm going to search these cultists for any missives or any messages. That
As
You don't
Lesla's
find any missives or
walking.
messages on them. I will say that.
okay. Well, then,
As
You do,
Lesla was
however-
walking away, Cheese kind of like held on to the bottom of her dress and then let
Oh.
go.
But yeah, Lessla, when you get to this one, what you do find is a small knife. It is completely golden in color, and there is a lime green gemstone at the base of the hilt.
I can Arcana check, I guess. I'm pretty sure I know what that is.
It's not a hard check.
Okay.
Natural one.
I mean,
It's still high for you, but
it's still fairly high for me. So, like, I rolled a 7, I still got a 15.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a dagger that has been coated in dragon gold.
I can
Oh.
go.
I probably should have had that at advantage then.
Yeah, probably. And as for the alchemical stone in it, it is definitely one that is more attuned to the poison of the green dragon.
Okay, yeah. Lessla will now put that new dagger on her belt.
One.
And then look at the book that's on the counter.
Mm-hmm. So the book on the counter is a recipe book.
Okay. Yeah, she'll steal that anyway.
Okay.
That could be useful.
How to cook cultists.
Okay, a written book in this economy is worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
True. How to serve man.
Look. I may have already thought of those ones. That book goes into the book holster. And what are these? Just spices and other cookbooks here?
It's all spices and fruits and things.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Is that a pumpkin?
There are several pumpkins.
Hmm.
Or if not pumpkins, some other type of squash.
All right. Well, that's that. Lessla will come back and says is not much useful. A dagger, and she'll refer to the golden dagger now on her belt, which is now joined by in the 3 weapons in her belt that don't actually have sheaths.
I have a question. Because it's dragon gold. Because it's dragon gold, do I feel any kind of pull to it?
You don't feel a pull to it, pull from it. You do feel, if Lessla gets close, you do feel an energy.
I was just staring at this golden dagger.
And there is also a cookbook.
What sounds wonderful right now? You know.
We'll finish up our investigation. Gotta get back.
Yes, I will.
Yes.
The next place I was planning on going was to the west. That door over there.
Miss Cheese, are you able to walk, or you want to stay here with the other lady?
I can go. I'll be okay. I'm okay.
All right, you lot stay
Just,
behind me. I'll take point then.
Lessla will simply nod.
And left, you said?
Yeah, it was the west.
Yes.
I always use cardinal directions on these maps.
I would help. Before we head off, I would help these two find someplace nice and
Yeah, they kind of just
well
hold
hidden.
This,
Yeah. As well hidden as they can be. And
Yep.
Sapphire then gets up shakily. He's just like, all right, let's go.
Yep. Lessla also now has her rapier out and is walking directly in front of Cheese.
Then I
And
shall
she is
move back.
taking much longer strides so that she doesn't slow everyone down.
Well, Cheese is walking slow anyways.
Corvus uses.
I'm right there with you. I'm keeping it
Corvus
steady.
is low and like uses his spear to open the door and push it open. Doing very much
Hey, are you?
cautious check.
Back me up.
He just wants to sleep.
You coming?
Listen, you know, I think there might be some interesting things to find around here. Are you sure you really need me to go with you? Just like
Do you need a
follow
health
the snake
potion or
dude?
something?
Best
come with-
shape of my life. It's
You can either
fine.
stay with us or you can sit down with the lady.
Fine. I'll just tag along. It'll go great. It'll go great.
The
It'll go
choice
great.
between staying with the ladies and going with us. I'll go with you guys.
Actually,
I would rather
Corvus was-
face certain
Corvus
death.
was Corvus was insulting him.
I figured though.
No. The implication of the bard sitting out with the ladies is not something.
No, but Corvus
I
was
want,
the,
so.
if you're a man, you'll come with us.
It's fine. Best shape of my life. Best shape of my life.
Yeah.
Never been
Do you
better.
not have a health potion? Because if you don't, I will give you mine.
He
It's
already
fine.
used it.
It's fine.
The store.
Slowly check them.
All right.
Fuck slowly. I go in this door.
And then he
Oh,
activates a
good point.
fireball.
Oh, I fucking swear to God.
That clean. Just in there. Have a trap on.
I'm trying to. It keeps going over the edge of the dang map. There we go.
You're
Ooh, barrels.
Man, where's Link?
Barrels!
I'll
Oh, we're
go-
finna get some rupees!
I'll
So,
go look what's in them.
there are various foodstuffs inside these.
I will be looking in the
Boring.
I will be looking
I
in
leave.
the nightstands and this chest down here, if I may.
Corvus said
I
it's
think
clean
that's
of like
another
enemies, so he's
nightstand.
allowing you.
Yeah.
Okay, if you go in there.
So, from what you can tell, Sapphire,
Mhm.
this just contains a bunch of stuff from like servants' quarters.
Nothing interesting then, got it.
Nothing really. The chest down here at the bottom has like a few like extra uniforms, as does the one in your room, Corvus.
Where'd the
The
other go?
nightstands themselves have, like a few personal notes. There might be a journal in there somewhere, but it is locked.
Yep. We already went into the darkness.
It's locked, you say?
I
No.
know.
No, it's
we already
fine,
when
I'm
you
fine.
go into. Dang it. You go into this room.
Stairway.
Oh, we do
we
gotta
should-
go
Heaven.
upstairs.
We should
Up I
clear this
go.
Is it up or
Clear-
down?
We should
It's
You
clear
guys
this.
are going up.
Oh,
Okay.
I was gonna say, it says we should clear this floor first.
Ah, it's practically clear. Let's go on ahead. Best shape of my life. Can't
Nope.
go wrong.
Rainbow Six Siege
baby.
tactics, clear floor by floor.
Nope.
So are
I'm
you
going
gonna-
up.
So does anyone stop Liari from
Yes.
going up?
Yeah, of course we'll get his spear
Okay.
ready. Oh, alright. Kidding, he doesn't. He just sort of looks at him and goes, we're staying as a group unless you want to die.
Fine.
Cheese
I'll be
gives him-
fine. I'm sure
Cheese
there's
gives him-
nothing more up here.
Are
Man,
you
it's-
physically restraining him?
Can't. He's already moved it. He was already in the room before I got in.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay. Well then,
And
here's
thus begins the split party.
and here's the meta reason why I'm telling Leori to stay. It's not actually possible for him to split us between two maps.
Correct. I mean, actually, it is, but
well, I don't really need to for this one. So,
Oh, sweet! It's one of those maps.
yeah, as I just go ahead and be
reveal the
Reveal
portion
the
I'm
bottom.
I'm jumping into headlong.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
this
Oh,
is
Jesus.
not going to be good.
Oh
So,
God!
You took a peek up
Yes,
there. It's like,
we
all right,
are.
let's go back
I was
downstairs.
trying to say,
Best.
Jesus, giving Liari puppy eyes so he can stay downstairs. but I
Best
guess
shape
it didn't
of
work.
my life,
Liari, that's what you see when you
baby.
get up there.
Okay, so there's actually nobody up here.
Oh,
There's
no one's
nobody up
falling.
there.
Perfect.
There's nothing up here.
Time to not feel the consequences of my actions. I'm gonna start poking things.
God damn it.
So the currently green burning flame here. Are you sure you wish to poke it?
Oh, that's a fire. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know if
why
that was
it's
just
in
like
the
a
Oh,
light.
magic
green flame.
It doesn't.
huh?
It doesn't look like
Yeah?
a fire. What's this thing? What's this thing?
A statue.
It's a
Hmm.
cultist statue. Roll religion.
So,
Huh.
yeah, if you want to determine more, you can roll it. That would be a religion check. Is anyone else
Sure.
going up there?
Yeah.
after
Oh,
him?
I'm going over there.
19.
19.
Lessla will
So,
go up with him
Liari, to the
because-
best of your determination, this is not any one specific being.
What do you mean by that?
I'm going with
I mean,
Corvus.
it doesn't correspond to any like religion, like demon, god, or anything that you can think of. As far as
I-
you can tell, this is not meant to be any major deity of which you can think. This is looks more like it's meant just supposed to sort of be a generic.
I poke it with my
Statue.
sword and see if it does
you
anything.
you poke the jet black statue with your sword. It does nothing.
Can I try to like disrupt the ritual circle thing on the ground?
Please don't
So
do
the
that.
circle itself has been like carved into the ground.
Okay. Okay.
Liari,
It is
I-
not currently glowing. It is just there.
I really hate
Uh,
that these are green fires because I've always described all the fires that come from Lessla as green.
Yeah, you're a cultist, clearly.
But yeah. From the back of it, you can't really see much more. Just the wings.
I'm going to take out my smithing tools and just start breaking the carved-in circle because it's probably not a good thing.
Well, it's carved into wood.
Even easier.
Liari, don't do that. It might be a containment circle.
I mean, I don't know. This is a cult place. I kind of. They're probably like summoning a demon or something. I don't know what cults do.
Magic circles come.
It would be an Arcana check to try and identify the magic circle itself.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
Liari, it's not a summoning circle.
It's not.
But
a
beyond
summoning
that,
circle.
you don't know anything else.
Okay.
How's a 26?
Lessla,
Hmm.
this is designed for. It's a variation of scrying.
Hmm.
The closest thing you can get this to would be like a message spell.
that.
I'm gonna go to the front, and I'm not telling Liari that.
So, if you look at the front of it, the sort of black, the jet black statue, there is just a hole where the face should be, and there are two sort of almost violet shards of, it looks to be obsidian where eyes would be. They are situated in such ways to make it look sort of angry.
You know what? I'm going to use my mage hand that's invisible to prod at the eyes and see if the obsidians easily come out.
It does not.
Okay, I figured as much. I just needed to test it. Lessla says is, this entire ritual seems, based on the symbols I'm seeing, should be something akin to a divination ritual of sorts. Scrying, possibly, similar to a the message cantrip, but it's different. Possibly to allow communication into a different realm. I cannot tell.
So you do know about communication between the realms. This is not that. I will
Okay.
give you that.
Alright, so
That would be closer to a summoning circle.
So it's whatever they're communicating with is on this realm, which means that we can probably eliminate devils and demons, as well as celestials, from the list of people they are trying to message. Possibly a leader of a sect of the dragon cult. And Lessla is going to go over to these flames and examine them, as she is very interested in green flames, as she thought that was somewhat of a unique calling card to her magic.
So what is causing them to be green? With your Arcana check, I'll let you keep having it. The green is not caused by magical means, it's alchemical.
Interesting.
Basically, they have put a substance in here to cause the fire to change color.
They put in fucking copper on God.
And I assume these are just pillars, and they're the shadows of the pillars caused by the flames.
Yes, although the shadows themselves are much deeper and much fuller than they should be.
Are the...
They also don't waver with the flames.
Interesting.
The obelisks themselves, you're not entirely certain.
No etchings on them? They're just blank?
They are just completely blank, completely smooth. If you had to guess, they are solid obsidian.
Why is it always obsidian?
That's what all the bad guys use.
Right? Why can't there ever be good obsidian?
It makes nether portals.
That's not a good place.
It can be kind of cool sometimes.
Lessla is going to put her hand against the obsidian, see if that does anything.
It is cool to the touch.
Interesting, despite fire being right by it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Lessla is going to just do minor magic and just try and heat up the obsidian.
Yeah, you go ahead and you try that. Whatever fire you put at it, it doesn't seem to harm it or even really warm it at all. It's almost like it is devouring the heat.
Alright, well, if it wants to devour the heat, let's go the other way.
Alright, so you start throwing some cold at it?
Yep.
You get much the same result. It doesn't change in temperature. It still feels just that safe, cool to the touch.
Alright, well, Then if it's not magic keeping the fire screen, then they might just be normal fire. So I'll just control flames to put out the braziers.
Okay. You control flames, you put out the braziers. This entire room is now in dim light as there are no windows.
Mm-hmm.
The shadows still remain.
Well, that's not great. I think.
Can I break the summoning circle now?
It's not a summoning circle.
Then what is it? You know?
I do not. I require more information, which we will learn by going to other rooms. Acting hastily.
And Liara, you can tell it's not a summoning circle as well.
I know.
Just
Let
making
us
sure.
rejoin the others quickly, so that we may gather more information. If we act without information, I feel that we may do something that we may come to regret.
I take it both of you leave then?
Lesla's walking
What
away.
about breaking the circle would we regret? I see no benefit.
It could cause a magic backlash.
A what?
A magic backlash. If you disrupt the circle and then someone tries to activate it later, it could cause a magic backlash, in which case this entire on a worst case scenario, this entire village is destroyed.
Why? I still don't understand why we would leave it active. What benefit is there to leaving it active if someone's using it to do nefarious things with?
Because we could also use it to, if we find the proper components, to trace the ritual back to its point of origin, if this is a communication circle.
Or we could just prevent them from using it entirely by breaking it.
That is a solution that does not solve anything. If you learn of where the ritual leads to, where it's communicating to, well, we can find a base of the dragon cult and make sure something like this, as she refers to the general situation, never happens again. Wouldn't that be a
Whatever,
heroic
Miss-
ballad for you?
Well, whatever, Miss Witch in the Woods. He's gonna go on downstairs.
I'm not a witch.
I mean, by technicality, you are.
No, I am not. I'm a wizard.
You are a female wizard,
No.
therefore witch.
No, warlocks. Warlocks. People who make contract with devils and demons are witches.
No. They're warlocks.
Do you know what a warlock
If you
is?
want to be technical about it, druids are technically witches.
True.
If we want to be technical about it, a warlock is a male witch.
Okay, Hag, I'm gonna continue on.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm not there. I'm not in fireball radius. That's good.
Oh, jeez.
Please don't insult each other.
Sapphire's
haven't-
just gonna, upon seeing the two back, Sapphire's just gonna start heading towards Corvus. Now that Cheese isn't alone.
The temptation to firebolt him in the back.
Do it. You won't.
No,
Let's
Nope,
not
because
insult each other.
no,
Where the
because
fuck did I disappear to? Okay, there I am. My map
no.
moved.
Lesla will not hit you in the back for now.
For now.
To be fair,
She'll
I'm
stab you in the back
I'm
later.
gonna start
Or would
calling
blame
you
you for
Auntie Lesla. You're gonna be the Hag.
No.
I am the
Down
youngest
the
person here.
stairs. That's the
I
bit.
think
That's
boy
the
is the
funny.
I think boy is the youngest.
I think those stairs go up.
No, those ones go down.
No, the other ones do go down. He's correct.
Oh god
It
damn
do
it.
go down.
Jeez.
It do, in fact, go down, and
I've
I'm following
already-
it.
I've already left to follow Corvus. It's like, all right,
Okay.
like I left as soon as the fire
No, you can go do
got
what
fat.
what they're doing. I don't mind. But that is where Liari is going. He's going down the other stairs.
Okay. Liari,
Christ.
Sir, yes, sir.
down the stairs.
Nah.
Area revealed.
Those are coffins.
Yes, they are. Those
I
are
should-
also knight statues.
Time to start
And
poking around
water.
down here.
Okay.
Oh,
Liari,
Mm-hmm.
as you make your way down the stairs, some of these bureaus, they start rattling.
Don't be a mimic.
Some of these what?
The
Bureaus.
Just a
Cabinets,
cabinet.
Okay.
drawers, dressers.
Well, let me look this up. How is it spelled?
Exactly how it sounds.
You can't do that with English, buddy, old pal.
Bureau? How do you spell bureau?
B-U-R-E-A.
Like bureaucracy.
That is not. Whatever.
Hang on.
Otra vez, por favor.
That is not how it sounds. But okay.
Check out
Um,
General. I got it.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Thank you.
it's exactly how it sounds.
You said they're rattling. Do I have any idea why they would be doing that?
Something inside is shaking around.
Are they like locked?
They are.
Okay.
Don't be a mimic. Don't
Is
be a
someone
mimic.
in there?
And zombie.
No, you don't hear any noise, just the rattling.
No, that's in character.
Yeah, no, I know. You don't hear anything, just the rattling in response. It doesn't lessen or become more intense. Doesn't respond at all.
Can I like try to look through a crack in it?
Roll me a perception check.
Sure. Oh, I don't know how good I'm not awful. I
It is
am
just
awful.
It is just black in there.
Don't be a mimic. Don't be a mimic.
For a minute, you would
hello.
have gotten him already.
That's fair.
Hello. He's like trying to talk into the like a crack in the
Still
fucking
just rattling. This one also begins rattling.
Listen, I'm really sorry if you're a person. I swear I'll get you help, and I'm gonna stab my sword through the thing. I don't know what's in there.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Christ.
Oh no.
That's just 20.
Okay, roll damage.
That's a 7.
You pierce slightly through the wood. This is pretty thick, pretty heavy wood. You do pierce into it. You don't think you made it all the way through.
No,
Just kinda
I was
stuck.
putting it through like the cracks and the holes or whatever.
Oh, you put it through the
The-
crack. Okay.
yeah.
You put it through the crack. You hear something clang off of it several times.
Huh?
There's
Is it
Like
I'm not there.
swords lock, like a sword locking against another.
Can I bring my sword back out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there tiny mice with swords in there? What?
no, probably animated weapons.
I'm so fucking
Hmm.
confused. Oh. I don't know. what's in here.
I have a feeling I know exactly what's about to happen. Well, why don't you go and investigate the suit of armor?
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Why
I should
why don't we jump
investigate
to
the
these
suit of
guys
armor.
over here just to see what's over here before?
He's gonna-
Okay. You go and look at the suit of armor.
It's not
It is in
alive,
fact-
right?
It is in fact not a real suit of armor. It is a statue of a knight.
Okay. Rec lied to me. I'm just gonna back away from those. Why is there an anvil in the middle of the room? Can I
That's a
go
good question.
Can I go look at that?
Yep, it's an anvil.
Is there anything like under the rug or something? I don't know. Is there some Looney
Can
Tunes
you
stuff?
pull the rug up from underneath the anvil?
But I can like lift the sides up and look under the sides and see if there's something
Okay.
under there.
Yeah, you look under the sides. You see it go to an anvil.
Okay, so there's not interesting. I will walk over to the coffins, I guess, and see if they have like names on them.
There are no names on the coffins.
Please do not tell me the coffins start rattling.
They do not.
Okay.
If you want anything more, roll a perception check.
This is the worst. I should not be down
By
here.
yourself.
No, you
You
shouldn't
made
be.
the decision.
You made the decision, you dumbass. You're speedrunning how many
The only-
characters you can get through.
Yeah, no. The only thing you can kind of determine is that the way the knight is, this knight statue is situated, is as though it's glowering down at you when you get close.
Whips out notebook. Room with shaking furniture and condescending statues
Can't make a rhyme.
and anvil.
Oh wait, so in canon, Liari makes notes.
Yeah.
So you should
Okay, so
start
you wanna
making
do
notes.
next-
We should
using
make
the-
No.
Liari in character
Yeah.
start doing the recaps.
No.
At least it's like
Yes.
as like a shit post.
No. You see, I refuse to take notes, so no. I can do
Because you're a
recap in
Dumbass.
character.
Anyway.
I will do it in character if you want me to, but I will not take notes, so I cannot speak to its accuracy.
Anyway, Liari, you've gone and done all that. Are you still searching that area or no?
I mean, I guess I might as well look in the barrels.
Okay. So these barrels are sealed up
Mhm.
completely. You recognize barrels of alcohol when you see them.
Ooh.
Drunk Liari.
What is cracked open, buddy?
Okay. It looks like this is wine that was supposed to age. You have now spoiled that process.
Listen, after the day he's had, don't care.
You don't.
There's a reason why wine is watered down.
And look, there's water. We
Yeah.
can just
Your
dunk him if
funeral
he's
buddy
too
will
drunk.
Okay.
There's a reason there's
Just
water right there.
like one handful. Is that what's going on here?
I got a mess kit. I probably have like a canteen.
There's a cup in
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just take the cup and have a sip of it. It's strong.
What? No.
Great.
Are you just gonna stay down there and drink that?
Yup.
Okay.
Quick,
Meanwhile,
while
everyone
he's
else
busy.
No
is leaving him
permeating
alone.
from the staircase, just strong smell of alcohol. Because it would be very potent smell.
Yeah. Meanwhile, well,
Yeah.
Close.
for everyone else, going through this door, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once I move my token over there.
Yeah,
Cheese doesn't
using-
like leaving Liari alone, but he did do it to himself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, at this
He's
point,
made his bed.
He wants to get out of here. He wants it over with. He's trying to get it
yeah,
speed
so do
run.
we, but we're making sure we got everything first because.
We are looking for missing people.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think he knows this too.
yeah.
Yeah, Liari does.
Yeah,
That is
so-
that is why I really tried to see if the things in the burrows were people.
Which is one of the reasons why Lessla doesn't want to destroy the communication circle.
You stupid fucking feline! How the hell did you get it? My cat just climbed into my diorama. Give me a moment. I'll be back.
Huh?
Okay, so is there anything at all in this room, or is it just
Nope. It looks like it
Dining.
was maybe a private dining area,
okay?
and this one a private study.
Is there anything in the private
Going
study?
for the
Should I roll my
Yeah.
perception with disadvantage now?
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
May I roll investigation to search through the
I
books?
may.
something as well for the. Actually, can I help Leslie?
You can.
I'll help you then.
But why
Okay.
would you?
We're both looking, so it's like it's combining our effort.
He's 22.
So they are all on geography and alchemy, except for this one on the pedestal.
This one?
Ooh.
Ah, that
No,
one.
the
Got it.
pedestal. The
I was close
pedestal appears to be a ledger.
Hmm.
Business
Backstory.
It
or
is discussing exclusively wine shipments.
Orange.
letters?
All right.
What are the letters?
Hmm?
Like KB for like Kyle Burgess.
So it is
Okay.
listed so it is listed in 3 ways. There is the name of the wine. There is the number of barrels. There is the destination. And there is paid, there's paid, unpaid, and other.
So looking through this ledger, when does it start? Does it start before the new
decades ago.
decades ago? Okay.
Yeah.
Then, what are the most recent entries?
The most recent entries, like always, the primary destination is Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few in there that are going to elsewhere. Like there's some that are going to Cormyr, and a couple to Neverwinter. All of those seem to
Neverwinter.
be
Sounds
the,
like I
the
love
most
that place.
popular, or the most plentiful one that they send out.
All right.
What do I see with my 16?
With your 16, books and a few vials of ink. Ink in various colors and some alchemical stuff.
Corvus pokes the back of the fireplace with
The
butt
fireplace
of
is currently burning.
yeah, with the butt of his spear. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. You poke it with the butt of your spear. It is a fireplace.
Like,
You can always detect
Uh,
magic to see if it's a magic door.
I'm thinking it's more mechanism than magic.
That is a fair assessment considering what we've seen thus far.
I'm gonna check these animal heads. See if there's like a lever or something in them.
Uh,
You
they
see
are
Corvus
animal
literally
heads,
like
they come
put
off
his
the wall.
hand into the mouth. What?
Ah,
They are animal heads. They can come off the wall if you attempt
Okay,
to touch them.
You see Corvus literally fucking with the animal heads.
I don't want to imagine that image.
Please don't say you're literally doing that.
Oh, I fucking with the animal heads. Whiff.
That's not better.
That's not better. God.
is there anything under this rug, like a hidden door or something? Or no?
You lift up the rug, tip over the chair. There is not.
All right,
Shame. Disappointing.
Lessla is going to leave the ledger there for now, but she's going to go back through the room and take all the books on alchemy.
Okay.
Because while
Most of it is
alchemy,
stuff you've read before. It's very basic stuff, but
yeah, but while alchemy is technically a pseudo magic, it is still important to know.
mhm.
It's as much of a science as it is a magic.
Mhm.
And I guess
If there's nothing else here.
Corvus
Nothing
was playing
there,
around with the fire. Says, "Do you want to investigate the fireplace when it's not on fire?"
It would preferably. I was hoping to find some busy read.
Yeah. For now, Lessla will use control flame to turn the fire out.
Does not go out.
It's a magical fire.
I put my hand near the flame. Does it feel like it's burning?
Roll me a d20.
How fast do you pull your
Oh,
hand out of the
no.
flame?
I don't put it in. I put it near to see if it has heat.
Oof.
All right. You take 4 points of damage.
Do you go unconscious?
Not good.
Okay. Upon seeing that, Lessla will
Pulls his hand
just rub her
No,
eyes
that's
and say,
alright.
"Detect magic. It's a magical flame. I can't put it out." And Lessla will start ritual casting detect magic.
As that happens, Corvus's senses will expand now. Cast attack.
Okay. So Corvus, while Lessla is going through the ritual of it, you
Yeah, just
suddenly open your eyes a little wider and begin to see the world in that way that you've taught yourself to do. Yeah, there is a lot of magic from here. A lot of illusion magic.
From the fireplace.
Yep.
Is it just around the fire, or around the actual mantle and the?
It is like just from where the fire is.
I start poking it at the bottom of it with my.
Roll d20 with advantage. I'll go ahead and give you this as a will save.
Will save? Can I roll? So I roll
Wisdom?
will save then.
Wisdom save, yes, thank you.
I don't mind calling. I call it will occasionally too.
Yeah.
That-
Jeez.
Okay.
Oh lord.
My spear.
That's another 3 points of damage.
Are you still?
Corvus,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
There's an illusion around the fire.
well, quit putting your hand in it, please.
And she's
Oh.
gonna take the. She's gonna take his hand and.
I'm gonna look
hose
at the
it, like-
illusionary fire.
There is strong
Okay.
illusion.
Anyone
magic.
who's trying to do that, go ahead and roll me a wisdom save.
Alright,
And since I've rolled with disadvantage, it's now gone, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
and mine.
I'm rolling as well.
That's a 13.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, everyone except for Corvus now sees the fire vanish before their eyes. There is a lever on the bottom of the fireplace.
Oh,
I will hit the switch.
God damn it!
Okay.
I will pull the lever.
You go forward and you.
I'm
pull
going
the
to
lever.
step back in case she falls into a crocodile pit.
No, it's not the person that pulls the lever. It's the evil person that falls into the pit of
Wait,
crocodile.
I have to roll con save real quick.
That's why Lessla moved.
Ooh, what do we have here?
Books.
Inside this room. Corvus, you still have detect magic up as the door opens.
I had to check.
You'll still have to disbelieve this before you can get in.
I
You do
disbelieve
have
it.
Hey, Corvus, it's not real.
I think you just get advantage if you know it's illusion, but your mind can't.
Yeah, if you know it's an illusion.
Yeah. Cheese is gonna like put her hand on
Okay, you're
Corvus's
fine.
shoulder and like kind of support him through.
You see the
The
fire
fire.
vanish before your eyes.
You see Corvus, like,
Corvus, inside here, magic everywhere.
Corvus is currently blind.
Oh, just like I had a little bit of a headache. It
Let's,
goes-
so there are scrolls on here, which are magic scrolls.
Give me every scroll.
There are tools here
Give
which are enchanted in some manner or another. There are the starts of enchanting some of these. And yeah, if you want to go through everything there, it will take you quite some time. There's a lot in here.
I will roll investigation to go through it quickly.
Okay.
I will aid in this because Corvus is also, and he's like pointing out what's magical. And you don't know how he knows, but he seems correct.
What's
Alright.
up with the chest?
That is not a chest, that is a trap door.
Oh, hello.
So who's searching what first? If anyone is searching.
I'm helping Lessla.
You're
Yeah.
helping Lessla over here. Okay.
Yeah. I'm searching through everything, grabbing every scroll I can.
Okay, I have an idea.
Yes.
Lessla that half, Sapphire this half.
Any magic books or scrolls, if you would, please give them to me. They are very
I will.
important to
Okay.
a wizard.
Just so you know, Shadow, that was the Drake's wisdom.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's fine. He can come through.
Is,
Yeah.
is someone gonna give Sapphire the help action?
I can't. I don't.
I mean, good.
Cheese could, but I think she needs to have investigation in order to give the help
Yeah.
action for
So
investigation.
Yeah.
I don't have. I don't have
only have
invest- I
insight.
don't
Oh,
have
you don't have it?
investigation.
So
I'm
in
not
that case, it's
proficient.
a 13.
So Lessla, in total, you find 15 magic
There's
scrolls
actually no rule saying you have to.
Oh,
of
really?
various
Is it?
spells.
Yeah.
It will take you time to identify them later, but there are 15 of them total.
Okay.
Okay.
Only one of which I will tell you now, as is open, is a scroll of Speak with Dead.
Lovely.
Okay, but is Cheese giving me help?
If I can, then I will.
Please, thank you.
As for these hammers, these tools are mostly made of cold steel.
Old. which would you tell Corvus and also when he's helping you?
As for these ones up here, these are made of steel. These are made of just regular steel. These weapons. However, it looks like they are in the process of being enchanted. They just haven't gone through that yet. The one
Okay.
exception is the long rapier sitting right here in the middle, which is made of mithril.
Ooh.
Is it in a scabbard?
It is in a scabbard, yes.
Wasn't pick
But
it
the
up.
hilt very much denotes what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it goes. Oh, your rapier's specialty.
It is my rapier.
Is it? Shadow, is it her rapier?
No,
No,
no, we're
No,
talking
not this
about we're talking
Yeah.
about the rapier she has on her hip.
Yes.
Ah.
When he asks it's his special, she says it is my rapier.
He's asking like he says he knows it's specialty. He doesn't know why it's specialty.
Mhm.
Ah.
And
Sounds
there's a
so-
very definitive emphasis on my.
Corvus nods. A look of knowing.
Okay.
Also, Sapphire.
Mhm.
This little crystal orb here.
This little tiny purple one?
Yep. That, as you become closer to it, does have a little bit of a resonance to it. So what you have is a orb spellcasting focus as a +1 spellcasting focus.
Just one orb spell casting.
It increases your saving throws by 1 and your spell attacks by 1.
Oh.
Can arcane tricksters even use spell foci?
Yes, they have to. Or components in some regard.
Yeah, it's very weird in the description. If it's a thing that you can says that can be used by spellcaster, then it can be used. But if it's just an
Yeah.
arcane focus, it's very weird.
Okay.
Because it's a +1, it probably specifies by a spellcaster.
Interesting. And that's it up here?
Quick question: what does mithril look like again? It's like a bluish. Is it like bluish or is it like?
It is a very
silver?
silvery metal that has this faintest bluish tinge to it.
I was just looking at this rapier, like
But it's primarily just a very shiny, very pretty metal. It
It's
looks
light,
almost
right?
like pure silver.
it's like really light, right?
It's very light.
To people who don't know materials, it would probably just seem like a.
I'm trying to find the stats on this thing.
Yeah. You see, Corvus just like
So
look
because
at
it's
it.
mithril, is treated as a light weapon,
Which that
even
is
though it's definitely not.
yeah, because
So it's just a normal rapier, but very light.
It has the light quality to it,
yeah,
meaning you
mithril
can
gives it
two-weapon
light
fight
quality.
with it.
You can 2-weapon fight with it if you're a 2-weapon fighter. For weapons that have the heavy tag, instead of getting light, they just drop the heavy.
Mhm.
So they can be used by small creatures, which is really funny.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As for most of the books and things, all of them are, various books on like magic theory up here. There are some places where it looks like someone has started compiling something. Like there's a little alchemical bowl up here where
Mhm.
someone started but didn't quite finish. Also, this faint yellow orb, Sapphire, something about it is magical. You do not have the knowledge to know what it is.
I can't even roll arcane? Or arcana?
No, you do not have the ability to know what it is. It is beyond the scope of your learning.
The temptation to go, hey Lessla, and toss it at her. But I know better than to throw magic shit. So I will pick it up. Hey Lessla, what's this?
Let's
Holding up the yellow orb.
Roll me an Arcana check.
All right. Would this be an advantage?
It will not, but it was a very hard check.
Okay.
Can I give the help action?
You cannot.
Damn, I tried.
Yeah, I understand. How is a 27?
This, as you begin to sort of scrutinize it, this is not something that you would thought you would see. This is the. It looks like the beginnings of something that is designed to store a soul.
Oh.
A
You
soul
Beginnings of a
gem.
fucking phylactery.
Not.
Maybe.
It might be the very early stages of a phylactery, but it has a long way to go.
Lessla.
However, this could, in theory, as it is, hold a soul. If the soul is willing.
Lessla, I assume that you like actually hold it out for her to actually examine.
Yes.
Lessla, as she's holding it, will say is, this is very dangerous. Not for being a physical danger, but for its possibilities. At which point she will, she's not like handing it out to give it back to you, but she's like holding it up to so that everyone can look at it. What do you know of liches?
What do I know of liches, Shab?
You all have a general idea of what a lich is. It is an undead.
Undead skeletal thing that's typically evil?
I thought that's what they called female dogs.
That's a bitch.
Lich is,
Oh.
I remember it's a spellcaster who decided he didn't want to die.
It's generally that is all correct. Little more detail. A lich is generally, they don't always have to be, a wizard who has committed a atrocity in order to extend his life unnaturally by putting his soul within a phylactery and consumes the souls of others in order to maintain this connection to it. What this is, at the moment it is not a phylactery, but it has the potential to be one. It can store a willing soul inside of it.
So, should destroy it or hand it in to the authorities?
I believe it might be in our best interest to keep it, as in the future, if any of us were to die, we could try and store the soul of that person inside of this, and we can evade the pesky little detail about most resurrection magics of that not only does the soul have to be willing, but the owner of the soul must let it go.
That sounds
Dangerous.
we'll hold on to it for now, but should at least let them know that this kind of magic was being tackled and let someone with a bit more experience decide whether we should keep it. No offense.
Well,
Right.
if we can find more information on it, I'm sure that we can hand it over. And Lessla will look to Sapphire and say I think it would be best if I hold on to this for now.
Right.
Uh,
There's a slight eye roll from Sapphire.
Lesla's been completely honest thus far.
yeah.
She's
Yeah, but giving the
I-
wizard something that could turn them into a lich if they so wish.
Well, it'll take a lot of time and effort. We don't
I
know
mean,
reason.
yes. But
She's
still.
kind of takes a step back. The expression on her face is not guarded at this time. She's too tired to care. She looks like she may be tempted by it. But she kind of shakes her head.
I am going to go fetch Liari.
Let him know we found a trapdoor.
This cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
You have mentioned for Shannon, maybe, right?
Moderately, yes.
I'm not much capable of using this, pulls the rapier. You've been through the hells today. Don't you hold on to this sword here?
Cheese will very
It's the
carefully.
mithril rapier.
Yeah. Cheese will very carefully take it in both hands.
I don't know how to use this.
Could you even use that? Lessla ponders.
With its weight, balancing, I'd say probably with a bit of practice, probably be easier to use normal rapier.
I could learn. I suppose I haven't had much of a need for these weapons. I mean,
And she kind of. She's had a scimitar on her hip the entire time
Yeah.
you've known her. She's just never
Yeah.
used it.
Yeah.
I will learn.
And she takes it in hands and kind of
Just
shoves it in her belt awkwardly.
the boy will, after the chorus, give him a little bit of a look, will join Cheese and say, "Be safe now. Rejoin quickly." And,
I shouldn't be gone long.
right. Puts a
And
hand
she's
on her
just like,
shoulder. Puts a hand on her shoulder, and gives a little squeeze. Just let's go. This chorus seems much kinder than he normally does, and his face, as he steps a little bit away, returns to more stoicism.
Cheese kind of gives him a very soft smile as he walks away, and then I suppose her and Boy are heading downstairs. Cheese is
Boy
gonna
is in
To find
full
a
support.
drunk Liari.
He's in full
Boy's
support.
what? Okay.
Yeah. He's like, if she even wobbles, Boy like just presses himself to her side.
Cheese is gonna poke her head upstairs, say, "Nuh-uh, fuck that," and then go downstairs.
Yari?
Liari, I need you to roll me a con save.
Is it at
Well, he's
disadvantage for
well,
how
he
long
does
The
that.
better
it's been?
question. The
It
better
will at
question is
disadvantage.
how many. Okay,
It will,
I
it will
see.
be more than one. It will be more than one.
While he does that, is this trapdoor locked?
Well, the first
Okay.
one's a 12.
So the first one's fine. Roll me another. Also disadvantage. Okay. Second one's not okay.
Oh. It's fine. It's fine. I got an nat 20. It's fine.
Alright. You
Sure,
need to
I'll
roll me
keep
one
that.
more. Okay.
The duality of man.
So, geez, Liari is currently unconscious on the floor here.
Turn your
Uh,
token
Blood-curdling scream.
sideways.
Actually, Cheese just fucking screams and runs to him.
Understandable.
God damn it.
Geez, there's a strong whiff of alcohol. Also, everyone heard that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Lessla
This
is...
trapdoor wouldn't so happen to lead to this room, would it?
Actually,
There's
yeah.
only one way to find out.
It's the sound.
it-
telling
is
it's
it
coming from
locked?
under there.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
Sound
sound
like
did
it
not.
comes-
The sound did not come from under there. That's a good point.
Alright, that's how we answer the question.
All right.
Open it anyway.
No,
Lessla
not
is
yet.
running.
Laura's kind of like dragging Syndra's, almost dragging, more so kind of like helping, like her leaning one shoulder.
Yeah.
This cabinet
fucking
rattles
damn it.
viciously whenever someone comes down the stairs.
I'm still
Okay.
hating how I can't move the thing. Can I investigate this? Because, like, okay, what?
Yeah, it is rattling viciously whenever someone comes down the stairs. There's an unconscious Liari down here that
Right,
I
check.
believe
Jesus fucking.
cradling him in her arms right
Is
now.
the wound?
Yeah, and immediately
He's the
casting
wine
fucking
thing.
cure
Let's go.
wounds.
There is an open barrel of wine and a cup in his hand.
So for a second,
Uh,
Corvus runs in, sees
Wait.
like wine-stained Liara, goes, "Oh shit, he's bleeding! Or something happened." Runs, smells, becomes aware of the other thing, sees that, and goes. Essentially, his face goes like from normal stoicism to
To
It's
God damn it, Liari.
They're like, yeah, like this. What the fuck is this guy on?
It's a
Wine.
good thing he's next to some water. You could just dunk him in there.
I don't think that's
Jeez.
how this works.
I mean, it'd wake him up. Maybe.
No, we're
I
not
don't-
waking him up. Leave him as he is.
He's
He's more of a, he's actually less of a liability unconscious.
Liari is actually short for liability.
Yeah.
Boo.
Oh, come on. this is
She's
a good one.
basically like grabs him by the collar of the shirt and starts shaking him. She's like, no, 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 not now.
Always puts a hand on it.
So does Sapphire at like the same time. It's okay. It's okay. He's just
It's like
Wrong.
legitimately panicking.
Alright.
he's just drunk. He's passed out from drinking too much. He can't hold his liquor.
I mean, how far through the barrel did I get?
Not very far.
Nah.
Can't
It's
hold his
very
liquor.
concentrated wine.
You drained maybe an inch.
Worth it. That's still a lot, actually.
That is still a lot.
It is.
There's a reason why
that's
Dionysus'
not very
cult
far
is a
comparatively.
cult of mystery. The main reason being because
No
they were
one
too drunk and
remembers.
high to remember.
But upon seeing that, Lessla will take her glasses off, rub her nose, and simply say is, "Are we sure he's not from a noble family? Because this is very familiar."
I think
Um,
it's just. I think he just doesn't know when to quit.
Alright, well...
Westfall like hook his arms and goes looks around like because again he was just kind of making sure everything was okay. Now looking around the room going, oh,
Are these a shit ton of chests? Or are they like metallic keg?
They are chests.
Oh.
They all have locks.
you'll
I'm squinting
Lost.
at them. I don't know whether or not they're mimics or not.
you'll
We'll deal with it later.
resume
Yeah.
this later. It should be fine to leave him.
Lessla is going to look at this rattling bureau and no dog. And
Yeah, as you
I'm
get
going
as you
to
get closer to it, it rattles.
I'm going to start ritually casting detect magic again.
Okay.
No. Can I just roll like a normal investigation on it?
You can.
I
Corvus,
Don't
you
know
still
why I
detect
keep
magic up.
going.
You don't see any magic coming from the bureau itself.
Okay.
I rolled an 11 on my investigation.
Bureau.
Bureau.
It's rattling.
Something's in there.
This one is now rattling too.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a good idea to open these.
I'm
at
trying
the
to see if
moment.
detect magic can go through wood.
Yeah.
It can.
We'll
3
lay
feet
it
of
over.
wood.
Yeah, 3 feet, which definitely.
Okay, yeah, there is magic inside of it.
Okay.
What kind of
something
man?
something magical in there.
Enchantment.
Oh no. At which point Lessla just rubs her eyebrows. If it's rattling... Hold up. And she pulls her rapier out and sticks it through one of the slits.
Clang, 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 clang.
She
clang.
pulls it out and puts it carefully in her belt so she doesn't cut her belt off and says this. If I had to guess, it's probably enchanted weapons. Well, not enchanted weapons, animated weapons.
And
Fun! I'm not touching that.
I would not either.
I'm curious about those chests, but for now I think we should probably deal with the trapdoor in the other room.
yeah.
Yes.
You ladies all right?
What is
Less-
that towards? The suit down
Ladies. Ladies, yeah.
there? I figured. Just make. There are many ladies in the party.
There are many ladies in the party.
Oh, the only one he had to shout to talk to.
Fair enough. Laura goes over and sort of leans Zarfea up against one of the barrels that isn't opened, and gives you a nod.
Lessla says is, I would recommend not being in here in case the animated weapons do break out. And she grabs Liari by the collar and starts dragging him.
It's a tad
with
rude.
more
My clothes
with more
are so nice.
with more strength than you would give a girl of her size.
Seeing that they haven't handled Corvus well.
Actually, Reck, do you have the
Exactly.
capability to carry me?
I
Probably
believe
not
I
carry,
do.
but definitely drag you.
I definitely
Carry,
have
no.
the
Pick
drag.
up the stairs, yes.
I definitely have drag ability. Let me look at my. Actually, I might be able to carry it. Let me take a look.
What is your total accumulated weight, Larry?
Well, I have 84 of stuff on me.
And your
Um,
normal weight?
I don't remember if I actually have that recorded.
Lessla can drag him up, even if
Yeah,
Astrid has
I can
experience. You don't
drag
need
up to
waste an
360
Very
pounds.
nice.
So yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
dragging him. Like it's not even actually that hard for her to drag him.
My nice clothes. Oh no.
Already covered in wine.
They're scuffed up and dirty and now covered in wine.
They were nice. I'm blaming
And urine.
Auntie Lessla. Why would they be covered in urine?
I don't know, you got really drunk really quickly.
They're not
Yeah.
covered in urine yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not fixing it if they do.
Yeah, no,
Why do you think they call it getting
deserves
pissed?
this. He deserves...
Anyway,
While she's
Am I wrong?
fiddling around with the lock, can I? Are there enough tools in here to create a smithing set?
there would be if that was what they were for.
Ah,
There are not tools in here that are designed for that purpose.
what purpose are they designed for? Tinkering?
For the vast majority of them, breaking.
Breaking. Oh,
That sounds
interesting.
The things that were tools, which were just designed, like the clamps that you would normally find in a smithy set, instead of that like solid metal clasp, that has been chipped away. There is like interlocking teeth on them.
So you're saying that if I spent enough time, I could turn them back?
Potentially.
I don't have the patience for that at the moment.
Yeah.
It would be
Also,
faster to
the-
just wait until we get some cash in
The
place.
hammers
Yeah.
are also far too small for like smithing hammers.
Yeah. Which
And they're also like picks and chisels to go with them.
actually was everyone there when Lessla was negotiating negotiating the armor by working
everyone
on
but
it?
Corvus.
Everyone but Corvus. So everyone but Corvus knows that Lessla is a smith.
Liari.
Yeah, Liari. Yeah, you're right. Liari doesn't know.
Alright. So yeah, Sapphire, it's not locked.
Yep. Okay. Open.
Alright, you open it. There is a long ladder that leads straight down.
I'll go for it.
What can I see down there first?
Nothing.
Besides the ladder. Nothing.
It is a long ladder that leads down into darkness.
All right.
I
guess-
hold up, hold up,
sniff.
light a torch, and drop it.
Or
May
dancing
not want
lights.
to put fire down.
Dancing lights.
Does
It is a
dancing?
wooden ladder. Do you want to drop a torch down?
Oh, wouldn't matter.
Guess I don't
Dancing
know what's down
lights.
That'll work.
Does dancing lights go onto objects and stay on it?
No, it can move.
Oh, it can
Nope.
move. Okay.
You create
It
up
can
to
move
4
further down.
torch-sized lights.
It has to stay within a certain.
120 feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
it
go
makes
pretty
it to the bottom, no problem.
All right.
The
Anything
bottom is
around?
maybe about 40 feet down.
Okay. Well,
Anything? Because we can just stick our head kind of down and have the lights move around.
Mhm.
yeah.
So yeah, you guys go ahead and head down, following the lights. There's a stone floor at the bottom.
Mhm.
What's
Do you
the smell
follow
like
them
down
now?
here?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay.
What's the smell like down here?
Well, I'm gonna open it up
I can
first
hear
and
your
I'll give you the
smile.
answer. So this is the area.
I'm gonna finish my notes.
Oh, lovely! I saw blood. God
Yeah,
damn it! Why
so-
can't
That's
I?
just what I was
You are
looking-
still unconscious.
That's what I was looking for.
You've
Yeah,
now been dragged out. Yes.
Leslie,
Boy
where
will
did you
remain
want to throw
upstairs,
me, or am
but
I
he can't climb
dragging?
ladder.
You're no.
Oh,
you got
lovely, a
left at the
torture
front.
chamber.
You got left there.
So,
Okay, that's what I figured. That's why I
There's
was
the
throwing my
faint
target.
smell of like old blood in here,
Mhm.
as well as
Um,
just a very foul odor of like detritus.
I mean, this is a torture chamber. I'm not surprised.
I'm looking for people in these.
Yeah.
They are empty. The cell doors that did close them up are unlocked and hanging ajar.
Something in this room.
Yes, there's a dead rat in this one.
Okay.
It looks like something has taken a bite out of the rat.
How dead?
Is this
What's up with this
chest
chest?
Yeah.
So, how dead? There's no blood left in the rat.
Vampires.
Can eat that.
Anyway.
Someone in here
The blood here is old. It has dried. It
Can I tell
mostly
how?
stains.
Can I tell how old?
Old
My
enough to
knowledge-
leave a stain, but it's no more than a day or two, you'd guess.
Go to. Get it. You're some hunter and also medicine.
Is this chest unlocked?
Yes.
Alright, Lessla will open it.
Okay. I need you to roll me a dex save, Lessla.
Damn it.
You check first.
Yeah. That's a 9.
Okay. That is 7 points of piercing damage as you open up the chest, and it immediately slams back down on your hands. There are spikes lining the inside of it.
Yep. Lesla's
Hey, do it.
still up. And
Okay.
she
fuck!
yeah, no,
Oh, those are your wizarding hands.
well, she doesn't actually scream out. She just grimaces as she
It is clamped down.
yeah.
You are restrained.
Mhm. I'm stuck.
Right,
As,
don't move.
Blood probably comes out of her hands.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Right, gotta be careful. We shall lose the finger.
Cheese is starting to
Uh,
look real worried. Her hands kind of glow as she's starting to think about casting some
oh yeah.
healing
Let's
spells.
do that. Wait. Anyone happen to have a crowbar?
I pull out my crowbar.
Oh, I was
Ooh.
going to offer my staff, but crowbar probably works better.
We can get something in. We can get leverage, and then we can get our hands.
You can definitely get something in.
I mean, my hands are still there, so I
Yes.
really hope you can get
Corvus will
something
use his
in.
spear. He'll put his spear on one side, look towards Sapphire on the other side,
Yep.
and yeah, we'll
So
pry it up just enough for her to
One,
get.
you
two.
both try and pry it up. It is sealed on there. It does not budge.
It's magic, not mechanism.
I'll expend my. If it's gone, I'll expend my second.
There's
use.
no magic.
There ain't magic here. Be a decent. I'll look at
Can I
this
roll
table.
investigation on the
Yes,
chest?
you may. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
She's an elf, half elf.
I'm a half elf, yeah.
I figured. Just wanted to make sure.
Also, dancing lights is still going on, so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's
dim
true.
light though. It's dim light
oh,
though.
that's fair.
You
All right.
have
Is
a
anyone
Totally
giving me
light down here.
giving me the help action?
I'm looking at the table for a key.
Okay.
Is Cheese giving me help?
I will give you the help action.
Much
Okay.
Cheese
appreciated.
wants to make sure Lessla gets the fuck out of this.
Sapphire, there's a little switch on the back side of this chest.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
what I thought.
hello. Switch.
You hear a click, and Leslie, you feel the pressure released on your hands.
Lessla will lift it up.
They look absolutely awful, but you can tell this thing is designed to maim and damage, not to actually
Amputate.
do lasting harm. It is designed to.
Well, maim is lasting
Yes.
harm, so it's
Yeah, lasting damage.
Well,
lasting
yes,
damage.
it is designed. It is designed more to just mangle.
Let's go.
So
Like, it
now
is designed to
that
crush, pierce, and tear, but
So now-
not deep enough to actually damage bones and tendons.
now that it's off, what is there anything inside the chest?
No, there's
Oh,
not.
that's
There's
funny.
nothing in there.
At this point, Lessla will pull out her healing potion, grab it with her teeth, and pull it off.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
could
then-
have.
She's going to pour some of it on her hands before drinking the rest.
Yeah, they heal up very nicely. There's still
Whatever.
some
Please.
bruising there. You feel a bone snap back into place that wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Not unpleasantly.
Cheese is hovering. She's very worried.
Right. Else. believe we've explored everything. They're out after.
Yeah.
Not linger.
I do not like this room.
Right.
I don't think any of us do.
Oh, we didn't. One sec. That's it. Almost will start like you almost go on all fours and start sniffing around. Like he winces on his burnt hand a little bit, but it could use.
But before we're done here, Lessla will take a deep breath and say, "Did anyone else notice 3 coffins?
I did.
Yes.
3
Yes, I
targets."
did.
No.
Do I
And
smell anyone who smells similar to Syndra's in?
No.
Well, we can't say that for certain until we look inside, and I'm not entirely sure we want to look inside.
It's being a few days old, you would not be able to.
No, I know. That's what I was asking. That's how I knew it in a few days.
Lessla starts climbing.
Yeah, Corvus will climb and Boy will follow. I'll do Boy and then I'll.
Yep,
Hey,
Sapphire is also going.
According to Baldur's Gate 3, animals can climb ladders.
Also,
Jeez.
before I forget, I'm putting several gifts of different colored lights for
Get
Sapphire.
off me, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna actually. I'll stay near Cheese.
What is it, like 4 orbs? I need to get 1 more color.
And Cheese is actually staying really close to Lessla, but the entire time, like whenever she first got back up, she was, she had her calm, unnerving, same smile. And just as we have progressed through the rooms, it has just lessened and lessened, and Cheese just looks tired and scared.
I'm gonna say you look away here for a sec. Just to not to Lessla, to Cheese, because Les seems to have a stomach for this kind of stuff.
I am going to investigate the area first before I open anything.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
I will aid.
It's unwise not to face mortality.
23.
There doesn't seem to be any traps on any of these.
Alright, I'm going to open the middle one first.
Okay. You open the middle one. There is a old skeletal set of skeletal remains in there. It was dressed in what you think at one time were some very fine clothing, but it's clear whoever this is, they've been dead for years.
There's an inscription bottom side.
There's not on this side, but when you open it up, there is an inscription at the top. Though it's been so long, it's kind of just eaten away. It simply says "Loving Father." That's all that you can make out.
Probably the noble land. Old this town.
Possibly.
Noble crypts in your house.
Generally, they'd be in a mausoleum.
You open this one up,
Yep.
and inside is someone who looks very much like the automaton upstairs. He seems very fresh.
This is the actual mayor.
Wound?
There is no inscription on. There's no wound.
Signs of poisoning?
That would be a medicine check.
Got it.
And not an easy one. Because you don't have the right tools. You can't tell.
Reckon poison.
Well, let's
This
not...
one, when you open it up, still a skeleton. This time in some fine gown, or what was once a fine gown. It's still mostly intact, unlike the ones in the center.
Yeah. Lessla isn't too careful about closing the caskets. Someone else might close them after her, but she's definitely.
Well, will do that out of respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheese is very.
Also, these cabinets
putting...
are rattling.
More animated weapons.
All
right.
Do any of these chests also have that switch in the back?
No.
No, none of them do. Are there
They're
any
all locked though.
Are there any traps on them?
Investigation.
Anyone willing to help?
Yeah, I'll help you.
I'm not very good. I'm good at like different types of tricks.
Lessla has a better bonus than I do.
So, do you want me to take a look at him?
Go for it.
All right.
You have one more plus than I do.
I'm a smart person. This is what I do.
You don't see any traps on any of them.
No, it looks like it's good to go. Although, once again, I am worried about the animated weapons in these cabinets.
Then we'll start with the middle. Or, close to the middle, so we're not near the bureaus.
Drake
All
like,
right.
Drake licks Cheese's hand.
All right.
Look at my hand.
I assume it's time to thieves tool all of these.
I mean, you
one.
can, yeah. Go ahead and roll.
I would
Okay.
not be surprised
You
if
pop
they were
it
just
open.
clothes.
It's empty.
Hold up. Sapphire, test the weight.
All right. I will test the weight of this one.
No, test the weight of the one that's empty.
Oh, test the weight of the empty one.
I mean, it's a cast iron chest. Feels about right.
Okay, now you can test the weight of the others, and if they're significantly heavier, you know there's something inside.
All right.
Feels about the same.
For all of them?
Yeah, as you go down for all of them, yeah, they all feel about the same.
Yeah, they're empty.
Alright, well, Lessla is going to move over this anvil,
Okay,
and
it's an anvil.
it is indeed an anvil. And you know what? I'm going to take the just the hilt of my rapier, and I'm just going to bang on the anvil once.
Okay,
See if it has a unique sound compared to other anvils I've hit.
sounds like an anvil. As soon as you do that, though, all the bureaus begin to rattle.
Move.
I'm gonna head towards the stairs now.
Interesting.
After a while, it dies down.
In what is in these bags? Are these just empty bags?
Dirt.
Dirt?
Flour.
Just bags of dirt? Okay.
Dirt,
Dirt.
dirt. It's not hard to check. They are filled with dirt, every single one of them.
And they're not just like piled over something trying to hide it.
I mean, you have to move them all, which will
We're
take
looking
a
for
bit of
people.
time.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think looking under them is probably the best bet.
Okay.
All right, let's
Although-
go. All right, let's do this.
Is
Here's
anyone
the thing.
looking for anything else while that's going on, or just moving the bags?
Yeah, we'll get it done quick if we work together here.
Yep.
I will say the pile is as tall as any of you.
That's a very
wide range.
Yeah.
When I say any, it means the tallest.
Gotcha.
Okay, so 6'4", so?
Nine,
You're looking at a
technically, 'cause
6 foot
you get the
high
hole.
pile of bags of dirt.
All right,
Which
one
point
bag each. Let's go.
Lessla says is, what are the chances that these are bags of dirt they put in here after digging graves?
What grave dirt? That like a necromancy.
I have no idea. I'm not a necromancer.
Would Cheese know of any magic that involves grave dirt specifically?
No.
I figured.
I imagine we just dig to the point like we can see
Yeah.
a few layers of
You-
leaves. It's not
you-
a whole
I'll-
pile.
Go ahead. It takes you maybe like 15-20 minutes. At one point,
Okay.
like Laura comes down and checks, but seeing that you're all okay, goes back up. Once you remove them all, there is in fact nothing under it.
Okay.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Alright,
I
well,
have to make sure.
the only thing that's left
We're
here is
looking
that
for people. We
communication
can't be too
circle.
careful.
Hey,
I'm sorry, a what?
And a communication circle that's in the room on the 3rd floor.
I poked my head in there. I decided not to question it.
Oh, fun. Fun. Okay, let's make more choices we'll probably regret, shall we?
If she knows what it is, she's probably been fairly thorough about it.
I prevented Liari from destroying it as it's. If I knew more about what it was meant to do fully, I might be able to trace it to its origin, but I do not think I have the necessary information to do so at this point in time.
Perhaps we should leave that to Evelyn. Perhaps he knows.
He would probably know more about those types of rituals, given that he is capable of communicating across wide areas. But there's nothing. I don't think there's anything left at this point.
Not here, unless we want to open the scary, shaking cabinets.
That would
I'd rather not.
should get moving.
I will investigate these stone statues, though.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Did anyone really investigate these statues that, you know, are judgmental?
No,
Not really.
We
it's a
already
statue.
looked at them, but
I already looked at them and they were glowering. 22 to investigate the statue.
Yeah, it's a statue.
Alright.
nice.
It's made of marble.
Marble's not a good spell casting focus. What are the ones on the sides of it? They don't look the same as the ones in the middle.
Those are actual suits of armor.
Oh. I'm gonna take a step back.
Okay.
And the statues in the center, I'm guessing that they're
These are
just
statues.
regular statues. Okay.
As far as you can tell.
Yeah. And Corvus had his detect magic up in here at some point, so
I did.
if there's
Nothing
any-
magic about the armors.
Yeah. You know what?
Alright.
If that's regular plate armor, we could
It
have.
is. So I will tell you, it is for show.
Yeah.
Actually, wearing this into combat would give you penalties. It's not designed to actually be worn.
Well,
This
that,
is a big, showy piece of metal to say, look what I can afford.
Alright.
well, if you don't have a big showing medal you can take in battle to show off what you can afford, what's the point?
Cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I keep close. Ladies.
Yeah, Lessla just leads everyone back up to the third floor so they can take a look. She will turn the braziers back on.
Okay. Yeah, you would if they weren't already on.
Oh, god damn it. Lessla sees that they're back on and says I turned those out before I left.
Fun.
So-
Whenever Cheese poked her head back up earlier, were they out or were they back on?
Oh, they were on.
They were on when I checked.
Fun.
They were lit. Not on. These aren't switches. I don't know what electricity is.
Is there anything fancy on these towers?
No.
No, they're
No.
featureless.
No writing or anything. They are just made out of pure obsidian.
The edges are
yeah.
actually kind of sharp.
I was
Nice.
just sniffing around the circle.
Okay.
And when he does,
Smells like
expand it
sulfur.
now. I will expend my second. You get magic.
Very, very magical. Very, very, very magical.
All right, this is
Little bit of magic. Little bit of magic. Very absurdly magical.
this room is. Should probably not be in here.
Oh well. I was going to try and activate the circle.
Why?
I wouldn't recommend that. Last time we tried animating any sort of circle. Well,
the
first
moment
of all,
the
it took
moment
us
Lessla
ages.
says that, Sapphire's making her way closer to the fucking stairs.
Please,
I
Lady Silverster, last time we tried anything like that, I nearly had a heart attack.
Because this is a circle for communication.
I understand that it's a communication, but what if we don't want to communicate with whoever we're next to?
If it's a two-way street, it can see you.
And there are plenty of things that can already try and see me. The world is full of dangers, and we did promise to find Zafea's brother, and this might be our
It's
only
hard
lead.
to say, ma'am. But he's already gone.
And what if this leads us to him? I gave my word, and I will not go back on it.
Somebody else activated.
Corvus will whisper at the statue.
Activate.
Okay. You whisper at the statue.
Using my special whisper.
You
whisper.
special whisper at the statue.
Lessla. Lessla will look at Cheese and say, "It would be best if you stay out of the statue's line of sight for now."
No.
I recommend we
stay
come back
behind
at
you.
this later.
Well, what's the worst gonna happen? I animate the statue and it kills us?
Yes.
There's worse.
Doesn't have to kill you.
No, it doesn't have to kill me.
No, just maim or seriously injured.
There are worse fates than death.
Does
Anyway,
I'm assuming, but just in case, does Cheese recognize anything about either the symbols in the circle or the
No.
statue itself? I figured. I don't know. Sometimes Druid just know wacky shit.
I recommend we come back later.
I would agree.
Experienced help.
I would agree from way over here by the stairs.
Let Rivelin handle this.
Do you doubt me?
I only fear for your safety.
You're young.
I know for certain you can do whatever you wish. I just don't know if I can be there to protect you.
Fine.
As soon as we can, we'll get Rivelin and all of us can investigate this further.
Alright, well then let's go meet with the others before something stupid happens.
And Cheese gives her a look that is at base understanding and more so like grateful as well.
What is Lesla's face? Because I can. It's Lesla's face right now.
She is hurt and disappointed.
So
She's
a kid being upset they couldn't do something. That's what
No.
Corvus assumes. That's what Corvus assumes.
Well, you can assume that, yeah.
Cheese puts her hand on Lesla's shoulder though. It's a very soft and timid hand.
Oh no. That was a wait.
Lessla will walk off at a pace where Cheese can follow easily.
Woohoo! And I suppose back into the main room with our
Is he
passed
awake
out
yet?
drunk and our two other friends.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. It's Mosey.
Alright, and I will pace.
You did not just say let's mosey. Oh my god.
He
What?
says that a lot.
I say that a lot.
He does.
It just registered for me today. I don't know why.
Whenever Cause wants the whole group to move, he usually says, "Let's mosey," for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
fucking love it.
I
It
will.
checks out.
I will prestidigitate the Liari's clothes before I was dragging him again.
I
Mhm.
will. I will make him. No, I'm gonna make a makeshift sled. I'll put him on the Drake, and I'll like I'll like a little bit of rope, and I'll like help the Drake so that he's not dragging him. That's what we did with Cheese.
Effectively.
It's been
We should see what the others have done.
hopefully the backup is get out.
Mhm.
Right.
What were these
This is good.
just tables in this room?
Oh, these?
Up here
top
in
of
the what you called the private dining room.
Yes, they
Okay.
were.
I just wanted to double check that they weren't like shelves or something.
No, they were just tables.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like
Are
it
we
was
waiting-
maybe a place where a servant could prepare some food on the side.
Are
Mhm.
we waking up Leari or no?
Oh, he's staying asleep.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. And as you all head back out, that's where I will call the session.
All right.
Okay.
All right. And with that, we will call it here for today. As always, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And stay frosty. For those of you who enjoyed the music, please like and subscribe. And ring that notification bell. Yeah, and I wasn't going to use it on a random cultist. It is a random cultist on the ceiling. Fuck. Like and subscribe. Ring the notification bell. And if you support us or our artists. Fuck. I was giving my sign out too. Fuck it. We're fuck it. We're doing
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Hold up.
How high up is he?
How high up is he? And two.
He's about 15 feet in the air.
15 feet in the air, that's fine. I think that's within Speak with the Dead. Also, I do need to make an Arcana check to use the scroll.
Okay.
Let me pull up Speak with the Dead.
DC 13.
Yeah, so there's a 75% chance I can do this. I really wish the DC was lowered by the level of spell you could use.
Yeah, no, it's not. Bit weird.
But here we go. Normal roll. I very much can use Speak with the Dead on the
Oh, yeah.
thing.
So you hold it up. You read off the words as written. They are in Draconic.
Oh.
I mean, this is a draconic cult, so
So as you do it, you see the corpse begin to shift a little bit as it moves, what little it can, sort of to better face you.
Sapphire just shivers hearing that. Just ugh.
All right. So this is out of character now. I have 5 questions.
Mm-hmm.
That was a statement. So
Yes, but I'm saying I'm talking out of character at the moment, and I'm specifying that because
We can decide what our questions are.
yes.
What happened? You know what happened to him?
Yeah. So what killed him?
Where did you take your prisoner?
Where are your where are the prisoners?
Where were the prisoners moved after leaving the dungeon?
Yes. Where were the prisoners moved? That is a good variation of that question.
Okay.
So.
Where they put the dungeon? Okay, fucking smartass. Because they can't be smartass.
They can't be smartasses. They can choose to be a smartass.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our questions are: what killed you?
You
Where
also
were the
lied to
prisoners
us.
moved?
So be ready to incite a dead person.
They
Cool.
can't lie, but they can be a smartass.
But they can. They can. They don't have to be truthful.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's not
Under
Yeah,
no compulsion
lie
to
to you.
offer truthful answer. So be ready to incite the dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 2 questions: what killed you? Where were the prisoners moved? What are our next ones?
We
Okay,
might
and
come up with questions as to get
based on those two. So
answer.
that's why we.
And who are you? What are you
Okay.
gonna ask first?
The first question: what killed you?
Blue Dragonborn.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Out of character. Out of character.
Fuck yeah.
How the fuck did Inik do that?
You got a short rest,
He's
baby.
in it.
he got a short rest. He got his
Yeah.
breath back.
Okay, but how?
Also,
okay,
he
someone
became
else
he
must have
became
hung him
level
up.
3 and picked a subclass.
Okay. 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 So something else must have.
He
strung
walked
him
up to
or
this
something.
dude. He walked up to this dude and he said, "You look like just enough XP to level me up."
Okay.
Sure,
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Good question.
Okay. In that line, should we change what did you do with the prisoners to what happened to the prisoners?
I think
Oh,
so.
what was a elf with him? The brother was an elf. Or was there anyone with him?
Was anyone with the Dragonborn?
Yes.
Blue Dragonborn.
He didn't specify what color.
I did
He
not
just said
specify
the
what color.
Dragonborn.
He said Blue Dragonborn.
Yes. So there are two Dragonborn.
No, there could
There be more.
very well have been a different color Dragonborn. You just said
Having a bunch of blue dragonborns. This
Yeah.
could be. It could not be Inik, but instead members of the Corpse of Revenge.
Yeah.
How they
Yeah.
missed the mayor. Okay, ask about the prisoners now. I think.
Okay. What happened to the prisoners?
Blue Dragonborn.
Insight check. well.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can
Also
insight check.
inciting
We can
that.
all hear it. We can all hear it. So
Mm-hmm. Roll insight. Okay.
Step
There is
aside. The person with the
nothing but-
+6 modifier just rolled a 3, buddy.
There is nothing but hatred and contempt as it speaks that.
Okay. Okay.
Man,
Ang- White hot, seething anger.
man,
So
I really hate Inik.
he's so focused on the blue Dragonborn. It's all he can think about. Great. All right.
2 more.
He's gonna come a reborn just to hunt down Inik.
Yeah.
God damn it. 2 more questions.
I'm
You
trying
know
to think
what?
about questions.
Should I ask about the half dragon?
Might lie about it. He's not compelled to answer us.
He's not going to be able to answer us. Yeah, that's true.
You're like, oh yeah, he's my brother, Steve. You could just say that.
Instead of
you
the
can- you can
Emperor
ask-
Lord.
We could ask why they're taking prisoner. Like
what's
the
this?
whole
What's this
ritual
ritual?
thing.
Yeah, because they're
Oh.
very proud
Yeah.
of it.
What is the
Oh.
purpose of the ritual circle upstairs?
Blue Dragon.
Oh,
Fuck you!
okay.
Lessla, roll me an Arcana check.
Yep. Advantage?
No.
What if it was Shadow?
Okay, how's a 14?
You're struggling to figure out why he keeps saying that. He should be giving you an answer. That's how the spell works. It does compel him to answer, even if not truthfully. And it's not.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Something else.
What
more
do you
powerful
mean?
than
That's
the
not at
spell-
all suspicious.
Something more powerful than your spell is guiding his speech. What that is, you don't know.
Alright, fine. You want to talk about the Blue Dragonborn?
Controlling.
Let's talk about the Blue Dragonborn. Who is the Blue Dragonborn?
Blue
I fucking knew it.
Blue eyes, white.
Oh my god. Ew.
Yeah, I had a feeling it's gonna be it, but now
Angry.
I no longer have a 3rd level spell to copy into my spellbook when I become 3rd level.
Yep, the corpse goes limp again and just hangs there.
Is this a ritual
That was-
spell?
Cheese
No,
just
it's
looks
not.
angry.
Movement.
Angry cheese doesn't happen a lot. You get primal cheese like whenever she's going ape shit on some.
I imagine that's
some
Lessla
donkeys.
too, considering.
Oh no,
Meanwhile,
Lessla.
Sapphire's just like, man, he must have really hated Inik.
Actually, what Lesla's going to do is she's going to use her mage hand to pull the body down.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
It flops down onto the ground right about there.
Right about where?
There.
Okay, good enough.
Right next to Liari.
No, right next, right
Larry.
next to the
Yeah.
poor girls.
I mean,
Good job.
Lessla is now doing an in-depth examination of what killed him, like the marks on his body.
I'm gonna be honest, he was shocked.
Okay.
He was fried alive by lightning.
What's this?
So,
Blue
Inik.
Dragonborn.
Fired alive by lightning. Great. That doesn't explain how he got up there.
Which was why I was asking out of character, how the fuck did Inik do that?
All right. Well, I kicked the body before leaving.
Okay.
It's a bit rude.
I
Just
make
gonna
sure
kick
It's a
it?
bit rude.
Well, what else would I do? Decapitate it?
Firebolt it? I don't know.
Oh, you're right. I do have firebolt.
No,
Oh,
you wanna burn it
please
up
don't
now.
make the already scorched corpse burn more. I don't need to smell that.
Well, then leave.
We don't need to smell that.
Well, then
It's
leave.
just gonna smell like pork. Leave it be. Don't ask how I know that.
Well,
I'm sorry, what did you say?
human
Smells like pork.
human flesh is uncannily similar to the flesh of pigs.
Yeah, cheese is moving towards the door.
I'm not going to
She wants
firebolt it
to
because I
fight.
don't want to burn this building down. Yet.
Yeah,
You have control
Go
flames, don't you?
outside.
I do,
But
but I
we're
also
leaving.
don't want to spend more time in here.
Hmm.
I will burn it later.
You'll
Oh.
burn.
I will.
You might not be able to burn it later.
It might already be burning by later.
I will wait by the door to make sure
Okay.
ladies leave.
Yeah,
I'll follow.
Laura
right
and
away.
Cindrus.
Cheese is more steady on her feet.
No
now.
one doing anything else?
There's nothing else interesting in this lobby, is there? Besides that.
Fuck!
What?
I should have used it on the mayor.
I suggested that, but you know.
Did you? You said I thought
Yeah.
you suggested on the body that was in this fucking ceiling.
Gonna say anything, but that's what I thought we were gonna go for.
Yeah.
The pure rage.
That was
Just that.
That was legit
Fuck.
anger.
That was
That might
under-
provoke Less let us set some fire.
I might just set this entire place on fire now. Because
I
the
mean,
thing
yeah,
is
up
that
to
Lessla
you.
also realizes that at the moment.
It's up to you. You can't just burn the corpse in anger. You can do whatever the heck you want.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not burning it
Dragons
in
and
anger
Dungeons.
yet. I'm going to find
Just-
another Speak with the Dead scroll.
Okay,
about-
just tell me what else you're gonna do, if anything.
Yeah. Just how are the
Also, this
ladies?
fire over here is still burning.
I,
She put it out.
yeah, I'll
okay.
turn that fire out.
Okay.
How are the ladies looking? The two. ladies here.
Zarfea looks worse.
Is it because the
Laura
corpse
looks
landed right next to
good.
her?
She's not looking at it,
Mhm.
and as near as you can tell, to not react when it plopped to the ground.
I will hand the fucking body
Laura
to.
did.
I will handle the body to. Not body, but drunken Liare to Sapphire. If she takes it.
Lessla is going to detect magic as a ritual while at Zarfea.
Take Liare from.
She seems fine.
It seems fine. Interesting.
I'll
There's
take
nothing,
Liara
yeah,
from you.
there's nothing
So-
especially magical about her.
So the magic aura. Wait. What about the aura that I'd seen previously?
I mean, aside from that,
Okay. Don't scare me, Shadow.
The soul's gone.
Yeah.
I just put my.
I mean,
my
it's
arm
not like
around-
the jam forgot about that. So
Yeah, doesn't like grip his arms around them, but kind of like starts guiding them himself. Out.
Okay.
Emma, good move.
All right. As you all make your way out, that is where I will actually call it.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
She's just so damn happy to be outside.
All right. With that, we will call it here for today. As always, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. And please stay frosty. For those of you who enjoyed us, please like and subscribe and ring that notification bell to get more content like this. If you enjoyed our music and wish to support the channel or our artists, please view the links down in the description below.